everybody, and welcome to Encounter Roleplay. My name is Will, and today I will not be your dungeon master, but I will be your host as we return to Iron Gods, the very last episode, the finale. Yes, hands and things, excitement. Oh yeah, I was watching Game Wars this morning. You're right. Yeah, I forgot about that. But yes, this is the finale, and we have Askren back to lead us into the final fray. How are you doing, Askren?
I am fantastic. I'm well rested. I got a lot of sleep last night, and
Good.
I'm ready to play the Transy TV Memorial.
Pretty much, yeah. Exclamation point absent. We don't actually know where Trainsy is right now. He said he would be here, but maybe he's just dead. Who knows? That can.
He probably slept through his alarm.
Maybe I'm telling you, it wasn't a dream.
So to give you some context to this, guys, thanks Plumps for following a gentleman and a scholar. To give you some context to this, the other night, it was probably like 2 or 3 nights ago, I had a dream that Trainsy had died. I didn't know like how he died or anything like that, but I woke up one day and it was clear on social media that Trainsy had died. I think it's just 2016 has been getting to me so much that I'm in,
Expecting everyone to die.
I'm just expecting everyone to die. And so, yeah, and so I got on stream and we were doing a memorial stream for Trainsy because, he would have wanted us to have a good time and to play D&D if he were dead. That was the idea, at least. Yeah, it wasn't much more to it other than that, but if Trainsy has died, then this is his memorial stream. So, hats off to you, buddy. Rest in peace. I'm going to feel so bad if he actually is dead. Thank you to Sooty for following. You're a gentleman and a scholar. But anyway, on from that, let's find out who we are and who we are playing today. Yeah, I was watching you earlier today. I completely forgot I was stalking you. But let's see the cast. Kira, how are you doing? Yeah.
I'm deaf. I was not gonna say that I feel like death, and like I took a selfie before I put some makeup on, and I swear you not, I have double bags, like double bags under the eyes. It's fucking. That's how tired I am. But if Trainsy shows up, he's gonna probably fucking take the how tired he is because he was up later than me, guaranteed. But yeah, otherwise I'm okay. I'm not dead. I'm literal death, but I'm not actually dead.
Yeah, of course. And who are you playing today?
I'm playing Sapphire. She's a human ranger, and I haven't played her in like a month because that's pretty much how long it's been. So
Yeah.
That's all I really remember about her.
I think she's a mage, sorcerer, warlock.
No, she was a ranger.
Ranger? Okay, God, see, this is how I remember.
She was a human ranger. She's really hot-headed. I was supposed to play her like a valley girl, and that never happened.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. I'm gonna go full, just to get through this episode.
No, Haldurg is gonna be a Valley Girl as well.
Full
Yeah.
valley girl. We're doing it.
I like it.
Oh my god.
Raffian, how are you doing today, dude?
What is up, everybody? I'm good. I'm super excited to be here.
Good.
Hey, we get to play Iron Guts again.
I know, yeah, it feels like so long. So, who are you playing today, sir?
I am playing Haldurg, a fat little dwarf. Emphasis on fat. He has gotten fatter and fatter throughout the series, and by now he's pretty much just a ball of dwarf. He doesn't really walk anymore. He just kind of rolls wherever he goes because that's all he can use. That's all he's capable of at this point. But yeah, he's a bowling ball of fighting. So he likes to bowl people over and attempt to smack people with his axes when he gets a chance. Or his belly, whatever cocks first.
Yeah, true. And on my part, I am playing Tannenbaum, who is a gnome bard, and he's got an addiction to smoking any kind of cigarette, but particularly cigars. He also has a son named Ben, who he doesn't love and doesn't want. He's just trying to kind of get rid of him in any way possible, trying to find any potential adopted parents. But yeah, he's trying to survive, and he also doesn't like to make songs or to write poetry, so he's not a very good bard. But hey, that's Tenenbaum for you. So, Big Deal TV. He was playing. God, I don't even remember. No Bias, who's like a religious seller. If he joins in and if he's alive, then we'll get to that. But Askren, we should probably do some recap as to where we are in the story.
Yes. So a lot of recap to do because we have not been here for a while, but that is fine because recap is my bag. So let's kind of bring ourselves back in time a little bit. The party is in the desert land, the kind of technology-filled desert land of Numeria, which is a country that has been filled with all kinds of ruins of alien technology, spaceships, and other metal monstrosities for thousands of years, ever since the reign of stars that happened way back in the past. Originally, they were hired in the town of Torch to find out why the purple flame under the town had been extinguished, and venture into the caverns that had been found by its inhabitants. Yes. All right. We're thank you, Rat.
This is what Tracy would have wanted.
Oh.
All right.
She's so cute.
All right. So you guys did venture into the caverns. You found that the caverns were not just caverns; they were in fact the ruins of a starship that had been buried under the city. And as you kind of fought your way through it, the core overloaded. The starship took off into the sky, and inside of it, you met the remnants of an AI creature named Hellion, who made a deal with you to help you. Or for you to help it in order for your lives to save your lives. You were led by Hellion to the town of Scrapwall, where his first task for you was to liberate the town from an imposter. It seems the real AI power, a god of metal named Unity, had taken over the town of Scrapwall, and you guys were to go in and free the town. You did that. You fought your way through the town. You made some allies in the place, and you liberated the town from the giant spider robot that was housing the clone of Hellion. And where we left off, or you also sieged the town with a giant metal mech robot that you had found in the desert.
Yes.
As we bring things back, you also made allies with a red four-armed alien creature called a Zill. And you fought the spider Hellion. The fight was kind of brutal. It was as the town was sieged by powerful explosions and gunshots and other kind of ordnance. And as the town collapsed around you, you fought on this big crane that looked like digger crane looking thing. You fought this robot. You fought bravely. But just as the robot had been defeated by Nobias as he slammed into it with its hammer, kind of killing it with its own laser, the robot exploded, and it left you guys kind of shaken, your ears ringing in a giant crater as the city, the dirt, and the scrap that makes up this city is beginning to come down around you. So as we zoom back in on the party, we're going to kind of catch you guys. You guys are still, we're going to center in. This is just after the fight. You guys are left in the ruins of this giant digger crane, which had been turned on during the fight somehow. You're sort of
not unlike me.
Yeah, you're waking up as in sort of like that movie scene where like you have that ringing in your ears and your vision is out of focus, and as it kind of settles back into focus, you see like the debris is raining down around you. You see like the remnants of the explosion from this giant machine. You guys are just left in that crater. I believe, was it Tenenbaum was knocked unconscious?
Yes, I believe I was. Yeah.
Okay, so that is where we're gonna pick things up. You guys are just barely getting back your faculties.
Nice. I'm unconscious, so someone. I'm just like.
Also, Will, do you have music or do you need?
I've got music, man. Yeah, we're rolling with some action.
Cool, got it. All right, so I hand it over to you guys.
I will grab Tannenbaum by the shirt cuffs and be like, "Wake up! Wake up, you!
Oh my god, thank you to Ramsbug for subscribing, sir. I appreciate that. A gentleman, a scholar. I have a surprise. I've been waiting for holiday to end with. Oh, thanks, dude. I appreciate that. I salute you, man. Let's ready to drink in chat for Ramsbug. Welcome to the Gentleman's Club, sir. Thank you.
I drink my iced tea in your honor.
I drink my blue potion, please, sir.
I would drink my hot chocolate, but I drank it all because I'm a fat ass.
So does that wake me up, Askren?
Oh, so what was he doing?
Shaking me and screaming, "Get me up!"
I mean, you're how like you took a bunch of damage. You were knocked straight down to 0. You weren't bleeding out.
Okay, then I'll drop
my
back
gosh.
on again. I'll just drop back on.
Shit! Thanks to Sooty, just subscribed on Twitch Prime. Thank you, my friend, a gentleman, a scholar of the highest order. I salute you. Let's raise more drinks, quick! More drinks.
This is a weird decision right off the bat.
That is a view decision right off the bat. Thanks so much, dude. I appreciate that. Just followed as well, man. Welcome to the Gentleman's Club. That's Askren. Should we just dive into a fucking viewer decision right now?
Yeah, sure. Why not? So we'll so Tenenbaum is like he's like just on the edge of consciousness, so he's like out of it, but he can like he's not bleeding out or he's not dead. So you can we'll say you can kind of like military carry like kind of help him out of the pit. But as we kind of hit our first viewer decision, I guess let's set this scene.
Let's do it.
So the party is just emerging from this crater after a giant spider robot, who I will nope, didn't want to do that. I have a picture of right here.
He's a meanie.
Yes, exploded after they fought it. They are in the collapsing city of Scrapwall, which you can see in the background is like this garbage heap of a city made of metal and rust. And
Nice.
they need to find something needs to happen to them. Maybe the giant machines are going to turn on. Maybe the citizens of the town are going to come after them. Maybe something else is going to happen, but they need to escape. So why don't you guys in chat throw us some ideas about what could happen next? Maybe it's something they run into for the next fight. Maybe it's a challenge they have to overcome to get out of the city. Maybe it's a magic thing that happens to them that makes their lives easier as they are escaping. But throw your ideas in chat under that line that we'll just put in, and we will put them into a poll and vote on them, and the best one will win.
Oh yeah.
That is so get your ideas in chat. But while that's going on, back to you guys.
I'm still snoring.
Alright, so he's still asleep.
And turn around to Sapphire?
Yep.
Oh my god, I can't believe you forgot my name. I've been here the whole time.
Is it not Sapphire?
It is.
Just throwing it.
I know you have like a couple characters and they keep confusing you and they keep calling you by the wrong one on this channel, and so
We
I was
keep
like,
calling her Kira rather than Catherine.
Yeah.
Or Catherine rather than Sapphire. I do that
Yeah.
all the time.
Yeah, that's why I was like, wait, which one's right? Okay, I'll turn around to Sapphire and be like, well, he's dead.
I'm clearly snoring and not dead.
I mean,
He's snoring. He's dead. I know these things.
I think he's still breathing.
No,
Maybe
see, I ran into
distract him.
it.
Distract him. I'll take one ankle. You take the other. We'll distract him.
Now, see, I think that's disrespecting the dead. See, I met
He's
this.
not dead.
I met this healer lady once at a bar. Granted, I was drunk and she had a nuts, but I met this healer lady once.
Why did you know she had nuts?
Can I roll like, I don't know, survival or medicine or something to prove that you're alive to this guy?
Yeah, I mean, if you have medicine, you're welcome to roll.
I love the idea that whenever Haldrug sees someone snoring, he thinks they're dead.
Yeah, yeah, Sapphire, you're pretty sure that he's not dead. He's injured, but he's basically just unconscious right now. Like you could, any kind of medical attention could easily bring him back to consciousness.
Hmm.
See, this lady taught me some things about healing, and and what I can tell is this guy's dead. You can obviously tell by the sounds that this man made.
I don't have any like healing potions. Oh, I have cure wounds.
He
Oh,
might
shit.
actually come back from the dead with the sounds that he's making. It's like zombies or whatever they call them.
How do you cast? How do you cast stuff on this? I don't like this.
You
the
just
sheet.
you could just tell me you're casting.
I don't like change.
This sheet's confusing.
You want to cast Cure Light Wounds on him?
Yeah.
All right, cool. Roll me 1d8 plus your spellcasting modifier, which is your Wisdom bonus, I think.
+4. Shit. I forgot Sapphire has like killer stats. God, you better hate her. Wow.
Nice. Okay, so Tenenbaum, you kind of she kind of touches you as the healing energy flows in, and you kind of are not really like snapped awake, but you kind of slowly regain consciousness as you feel yourself a little bit better.
I want to immediately
thanks.
jump and sit on him.
Ow! Whoa.
Guys, come back from the dead!
No,
Oh my god. Okay, you are the dumbest dwarf I've ever met. I swear to God. I swear to the Iron Gods.
Yeah, see, you wouldn't be saying that if we were at a bar right now. Get a couple of booze in me, or you'd be thinking I'm the
I'm
smartest one here.
clearly alive,
That's
Haldra. Haldra, get off me. Your butt is so big. Your gut is spilling onto me.
It does. It kind of pulls off the
So
Yeah.
you guys are seeing like that the walls of this place are beginning to like tumble down in like avalanches of rusting metal and garbage.
You kind of roll off of him and kind of take a good like 10 minutes trying to stand up.
As you guys also see that not too far from where you're kind of sitting in this crater is actually the kind of, you can make out a kind of a glimpse of red, and you can actually see the sprawled body of your the Zill, the alien ally that you fought with, is kind of like right up against the edge of the crater, like in the dirt, kind of like this.
What's that over there? What was that noise? did you just sneeze?
Oh, that's me. Sorry, I'm allergic to the dead. See?
Yeah, I don't know. I think we need to get out of here. Just saying.
What do you guys want to do?
That thing looks like a... Oh, man, you really did sit on me big. Ben, what the fuck are you still doing here? I mean... He's like somehow managed to survive. This... to that thing. There. And I start running over towards it. The thing that's like down on the floor.
The creature is sort of sprawled out on the edge, and it kind of like it's like you actually, as you approach, you're kind of like pushing the garbage, like the metal straps and stuff off of it to kind of like get to it, and you actually see that as it kind of tries to pull itself up, there's like it's like and you see there's a giant shard of metal like embedded in this thing's like stomach and rib cage.
That doesn't look good. Catherine, do you know any healing these stuff? It's kind of got something stuck in its body like it's gonna die.
It was Catherine.
Oh my god. Who's Catherine?
Oh,
You
shit.
got another link?
Fucking hell.
Just went over this.
Every time.
Shit. How many spells did I have? I don't remember.
I should put your Sapphire / Catherine on the overlay.
I'm just like gonna always be Catherine. I'm never Kira. I'm just Catherine. I guess I'll try casting Cure Wounds, but I don't know if it's gonna do anything.
You're pretty sure that this is a fatal wound. Like,
Yeah.
you'd have to physically take the body out and then stabilize it. It would be like the creature's actually going to grab Tenenbaum, like the nearest person, and kind of with one of its arms and kind of weakly pull you close and says, "No, you must destroy the AI. I am already dead."
AI. Got it. Where's the AI?
"You cannot go to Silvermount by yourselves. You will not make it."
Okay, what do we need? What do we need? Who do we need to go with?
"There is a secret that I kept
Well,
from
come on, spit it out.
Helgen."
Does our AI have asthma?
No,
No, this is
it's
the-
dead.
this
How drunk?
This is the alien, not the alien.
Or
not-
is the alien? Does
Yeah.
our alien? Our alien
That's
have
my.
asthma?
Whatever happened to our baby, by the way? What happened to Asker and the baby alien?
That's Haldrug still has that.
Okay, like in his gut somewhere.
It's tucked away.
Tucked away.
Oh my God.
The Zill says it says, "Unity thinks that only it and Hellion emerged from the Silver Mount, but there was another.
Another. Who?
There was an android, a woman named Cassandali. You must find her."
Okay.
Okay.
Where is she?
Where?
She was taken to the choking tower.
That's where you've been, mate. Where's the choking tower? Sounds pretty kinky.
Says, "In the smoke wood to the south, but you must do so before the sorcerer uploads her consciousness to Unity."
Okay. Where's the choking tower? You got coordinates, directions?
You can literally just point.
She kind of like she very like she weakly reaches one arm up and sort of points off to the south. She says, "The smoke wood," and then she like kind of her arm kind of slowly goes limp as the last bit of breath leaves her body.
All right, that way.
It just dies. Like, all right.
I mean, she was already dead basically. Like she was bleeding out.
We don't talk about the quiz, guys.
Okay, so we need to find this AI chick who's in a choking tower. Any ideas? I mean, how hard can it be to hide a choking tower? Someone's got to know about it, right?
I mean, it's tower. Maybe we'll just see it.
That's a really dumb idea.
Okay. Fuck you.
Maybe we'll just see it. I mean, maybe we.
Well, why don't we just go south?
What about that
I think we
priestess?
should find a tavern. Most people in a tavern will know where a tower of this sort would be.
What about that crazy priestess chick?
There's another rumble as another kind of avalanche of dirt and debris comes down around you guys.
All right, let's get the fuck out of here first of all, and then we'll figure it out. Okay, let's go. And I'm gonna start kind of running on my little arms and
goes to
legs.
take a step and try to run, immediately just falls on his face and starts rolling. He's like the poor fat guy that always falls over and can't get up, that everybody wants to laugh at but can't. That's him. And people just laugh.
He's that friend.
He's that guy. Yep.
You can't laugh because he's actually got a really serious condition, but it's still actually hilarious.
He's like got glandular diseases that make him fatter and he can't do anything about it.
It's like tragic, but also
as you
hilarious.
guys as you guys are running out, you kind of see looming above you is this giant this sort of giant digger machine that you actually fought sort of under. And as you're looking over, you don't know when it exactly happened, but you see the giant mech that you guys arrived here in is basically like, it looks like it was attempting to either to grapple the machine or something like that, or destroy it, but the entire mech is sort of like wrapped around the blade of this digger, as it appears the blade has like torn through its chest section, and is the machine is basically the mech is basically impaled on the blade of this digger.
Well,
That shit.
guess we're walking.
I guess we're walking.
I hate walking. It
Well-
makes my feet hurt.
It's been like 3 weeks, so we might as well try.
So, as you guys rush through the compound and out into Scrapwall, you see the people in Scrapwall. A lot of them have fled. There's kind of chaos everywhere as the parts of the town are kind of collapsing around you. You guys are able to. Luckily, you're actually near sort of the end of it where the giant compound was. So you're able to kind of quickly be escorted out through the tunnels by your new your sort of rat allies, the Red Tooth gang, as they will kind of see you coming out, and you see a lot of them are fleeing through these sort of tunnels in the walls, and they help usher you out. And as you kind of emerge from Scrapwall, you can see sort of the walls beginning to tumble down, and there are explosions going off everywhere. There are fights going on inside, so it seems like sieging the town with this mech, this sort of ordnance fire, has kind of created chaos as the town is just slowly collapsing.
Yeah.
You guys are outside. You're basically out in the desert wastes. With really, you do have sort of the Red Tooth gang is sort of with you ish, though they're kind of in the process of fleeing.
They're the rat people, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
So what do you want to do?
Do we see Red Tooth?
Yeah, we'll say that you can find her in the chaos.
God, man, did I remember her name? Cool. Yeah, I gotta grab her and say, "This town's going to shit. Where are you going?"
She says, there is a town not far from here. Oh god, I totally forgot its name. Yandave. We are going to seek out the ruins under it.
Do you know where this choking tower is? We need to go. We need to find the choking tower.
She says, yes. I have heard that it is in the Smokewood. It's near Yandave. We are headed in that direction. But I would not venture in there without caution. The tower is called so because of the thick black smoke that emanates from it always.
Smoking woods, smoking tower. Which way?
She says, we are headed in that direction. We can travel with you.
All
Do we
right.
need like gas masks or something? It sounds pretty dangerous.
I do not know. Maybe perhaps the town would have them, but
All right. Well, that's fucked. So no gas masks. We're just gonna have to try and trek through and not die along the way. Let's. All right. Well, we'll head off with Red Tooth and her gang because they've been good friends of ours thus far. Ben, I guess you can come too.
so what's it called? You guys will start sort of traveling. They'll lead you towards the town of Yandave, and I guess because we're gonna be overland traveling for a little while, why don't we go around for a little bit and have each of you describe something that happens along the way. We'll do a little bit of the of some travel mechanic here, where and I'll have Will start out because you can kind of best
Sure.
isolate it. For those of you who don't know, we got when we on some of the shows here when we do overland travel, passing some time, we kind of go around to each player and have them create a scenario, a situation, or a challenge they might encounter during their travels, and then we either role play through or have them find a solution to it.
Yeah, exactly. You can hear me talk more about that on the DM's blog podcast next week or the week after. Also, if you're looking for the article, there you go, travel. So yeah, I'm gonna say. So what kind of terrain are we traveling over here? Just kind of like the deserts and
yeah, it's more sort of open desert. You guys, I think I have a map. I do have a map here. You guys are heading. You're heading this direction.
Okay. I see. Looks for choking tower. Okay. Yeah. All right. So I see a river that is here. Is that just water, or is that kind of like oozy?
It is pretty. It is the town of Scrapwall pretty heavily pollutes the river. So yeah.
So I see
sludge.
Yeah, like the first problem that we encounter on our travel is this gross polluted water filled with probably like oil and all sorts of scrap, and there are weird like mutated creatures that live in the water, like alligators that have kind of warped into weird kind of like scrap gators, and we need to figure a way to get across, and the only way to do so is to jump from one piece of scrap to the next in a kind of Indiana Jones style moment. So I'm gonna roll an acrobatics check.
Sure.
To try and get over there.
Sure. So yeah, go ahead and see if you can kind of create or navigate a safe path.
Yeah. 22.
Yeah. So you're kind of like this river is sort of thick with the sludge and garbage that is actually kind of collapsing off of scrap wall and dropping into the river and kind of slowly flowing down the stream. So you were able to kind of shakily navigate your way across this in a safe path. Once you do, you can kind of use a rope or something to help lead the rest of your party across.
Yeah.
However, the Red Tooth gang being sort of large rats, they kind of just scurry across themselves without too much trouble.
Yeah, I imagine they just swim with a little kind of paws getting all muddy and dirty. Nice. Cool.
All right. So you have successfully navigated the sludgy Selin River.
No.
As you make your way across the desert to the south.
I try and stop. I try and give Ben the hard jumps. No, go to that one. That one. But it's farther away, Dad. No, try it.
Oh
But
my
he
God.
makes it anyway.
Yeah.
All right, that's me.
Oh my gosh.
All right. So why don't we go to Heldrug next?
Looks like we do have a viewer decision in line with something to do with
Oh.
Haldrug, actually.
We do. We have kind of. All right. So, we'll do his travel mechanic first.
Sure.
Alright, Haldrug's travel mechanic. So we've just crossed this river. I'm gonna say that I fell in the river. And because I'm not very good at jumping. So I fell in the river, and I'm gonna be holding on to a rock and just kind of about to float away downstream because I'm not the most
Right.
not the most agile and dexterous character, surprisingly enough. So I'm having to deal with the waves coming down on me from the stream. Not so much waves, whatever rivers do. And trying to get out of this river. And as any teammates cross by, I'll probably be grabbing their ankles, trying to have them pull me up.
So you're actually gonna once you fall in the river, you guys are actually gonna sort of see him be carried fairly swiftly because while the stuff on top is moving fairly slowly, it seems that the river below is moving fairly quickly as Haldrug is sort of pulled underwater and dragged for quite a distance. But you'll actually kind of come to sort of once you are able to sort of
Just imagine pinball.
yeah, once you're able to sort of the river kind of calms down as it actually empties into this large lake. Though calling it a lake is rather generous, as it appears to be like the river is basically dumping into a large pit of sludge where all of this sort of collected filth has created like a thick layer on top. and you can see there's all kinds of strange fungus and plants growing along the edges, just weird colors and fuzzy molds that you've never seen before. And you kind of see, like, you see one of them that you realize it's been a long time since you ate lunch.
It has. I'm definitely hungry.
Are you? I'm assuming you guys are like chasing him down the river, trying to.
Oh
like,
yeah,
catch
we're
him.
like, come on, Heldrug. Oh, he's gone. Oh no.
So
Must be
just as
dead.
you you guys crest the hill and you kind of see down into the valley where this kind of sludge lake is, you actually see Haldrug is kind of like making his way over to the shore, kind of like pushing through the sludge, looking at the, to him, surprisingly appetizing looking fuzzy like molds and mushrooms. And
I'm a growing young boy, okay? I need to fuel this hunk of meat.
so as you
Wow.
see him like picking one off of a rock nearby, you guys all sort of freeze in terror as you see
I probably laugh.
Haldrug, you'll actually, just as you kind of pick this thing off the rock, you'll kind of catch a glimpse of your friends just on the hill straight above you, and they seem to be frozen in fear because to behind what you're looking at them, what they see behind you is, you guys see like dipping right out of the center of the lake is what looks like a long kind of tentacly like fleshy stalk with that kind of spreads out at the top, so it's got 3 sort of twisting eyes looking out in various directions, and this thing is not small.
I think to Polly put my kettle on for following as well. Welcome to the adventure. You're a gentle kettle and skull.
Gentle kettle.
Gentle kettle.
Sorry.
So you guys see this
We're
giant
like eat the
stalk.
mushrooms, Haldrug. Don't worry about the tentacles.
So
We're
what
like,
do you,
behind you, tentacle. Oh no, it isn't.
They're like pointing, and I'm just like, yeah.
Yeah, hi guys. Over there.
and as you as he kind of like as he waves at you, you guys see that this stalk kind of begins to rise as it pushes the sort of sludge out as it bubbles out and kind of creates a almost like a skin on top of the water that then is kind of like popped, like it rips as
that's hot.
the water is broken by, you see this kind of large dripping green form that is this pink fleshy stalk is attached to, and you see rising out of the water is a very large gaping tooth-filled mouth that is just like looming out as it grows taller, like bigger and bigger and bigger out of the water.
Splatter
You're
Daddy
muted.
confirmed.
You're muted, Kira.
Am I muted? Fuck.
that's what I was gonna say.
Unmute yourself and says, "Am I muted?"
Is there anything that me and Catherine? Oh, fuck! It's me and Sapphire can do.
Yeah,
From
I don't know. I mean, what do you want to do?
I mean, how
I'm drawing
far?
a crossbow. So.
Yeah, I got a crossbow. Catherine is muted. Yeah, okay, I can't hear Catherine. Yeah, I'm gonna, I guess, shoot with a crossbow, try and draw his attention to it, seeing as I'm getting out a crossbow and aiming it vaguely towards him.
And Haldrug?
Well, I mean, hopefully Haldrug turns and looks at this thing now that I'm pointing a crossbow at him, which is also near. Amber's muted. It's a new meme. Oh my god. You know, I'm kind of pointing it towards him, so he must turn around and look at me, sort of thing. So, can I shoot the Splatter Daddy thing?
Yeah, if you want to.
Splatter Daddy is what you just.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you want.
It's a big bad Splatter Daddy.
Yes.
25.
That will definitely hit, as this thing is rising larger and larger out of the water.
Takes 7 damage. Now
And
that-
as you're cross like Heldra, you watch Tenenbaum like shakily kind of aim his crossbow and like fire it over your head. You kind of turn and watch the bolt as it sails over your head. Like it's a decent distance, and you watch it as it hits this thing. Like it kind of slams like right into the pink fleshy stalk of this thing's eye. And Heldra, as you're turning, you just hear a loud from behind you as this thing begins to fully emerge out of the water. And I'm gonna put a picture on right now.
In the dungeon.
As this thing
Oh,
just
shit.
begins to fully emerge from the water.
A Frogomorph. Hey, they're classics. I haven't seen a
And
Frogomorph
it
in
is
a long time.
like, and as your bolt hits, its tentacles kind of like reach up and slam down into the sludge, spraying mud and filth everywhere. As you guys see this thing rearing up to its full height now, which is pretty big.
I say we just leave him and run, because I don't think we're gonna survive this.
Ah.
Leave Heldrug and run.
He can roll.
By the way, you guys averaged about 6 feet as humans, between 4 and 6 feet. I don't think any
I'm
of you.
like 3. I'm a bard.
Yeah, so you guys average between 6 and 5 feet. This thing is probably about 32 feet tall.
Shit. I'm gone. Like,
Yeah.
see ya, Heldrug.
I'm running too.
See you later, buddy.
Dude, Haldor, as you're staring, as this thing is staring you guys down. what
Ben,
do you-
help him out.
No, just no. Yeah, I'll turn around and see my friends running away, and I'll go to chase after him, but I trip and start rolling, but I roll backwards towards it. I'm just like, no!
Gravity
And
won.
you're still sort of holding the mushroom that you picked too. Like that's still in your hand.
Yeah, no, I'm rolling towards death, and I'm just like, my final meal. And I'll just start bowing down on this as I'm just rolling backwards.
So, as you kind of you're rolling down the hill, you take a bite of this mushroom, and you feel your stomach rumble for a bit, as all of a sudden you feel
Shit now.
you feel your body sort of almost as if there's pressure pushing out from the inside. Is your body doesn't quite grow as tall, but you basically are put under the effects of
Puberty.
an enlarged person spell as you kind of become you kind of double in size. You kind of feel your muscles sort of straining. Your gut is definitely busting your belt at this point.
More so than normal.
Yeah, no, it's done. That belt is gone.
It all flops out.
As you roll down the thing, and this creature is gonna rear up and kind of slam one tentacle down in your direction to try and grab you. And so it is going to where are we here?
I do something about you, Hadro. Eat one of the mushrooms.
A 31. It definitely this tentacle kind of slams down around you and kind of wraps around your body as it begins kind of lifting you up, getting ready to put you in its mouth.
Splat Daddy is taking you to his choking tower.
What do you want to do?
Holy shit. I want.
What's up?
I want to start tensing every muscle in my body and start squeezing as hard as I can. And once I get close to his mouth, I just want to rip the biggest fart I think possible for a man of my size and stature and girth.
Okay.
Lay in his mouth like an egg.
Go ahead and roll me a Constitution check.
this seems like a good idea. Constitution check.
I'll give. Yeah, a 15 plus 4 is definitely enough. As you kind of on this mushroom, you sort of feel your stomach is rumbling. I mean, this is not like this is advanced gas.
Advanced gas.
And, kind of
A college class right here.
this thing is like bringing you down towards its mouth, and you let out the like. It's loud and it's a little bit wet.
Perfect.
As the creature is going like, and the Frogmoth is going to make.
What's sad is this is probably the peak of my guy's life right now. I've reached the peak.
This is the climax. 1 hour into the finale.
So he has a +5 Constitution bonus, but he rolled a 2.
Nailed it.
Yeah, another 10 right there.
As you are about to kind of be chomped down by this thing, you feel it kind of like as it gags like uncontrollably, and you see all of a sudden like it begins kind of like bile and vomit is just streaming out of this thing's jaws as it actually drops you down into the sludge, like reeling for a second. It's not enough to like you definitely don't know if you could fight this thing one-on-one, but you definitely have a chance to get away.
Get the hell out there, how drunk!
Ew! Oh my god!
Gotta survive at all
When the
costs.
travel mechanic goes wrong.
I want to use the aftershocks to kind of propel myself in a rolling motion to get away. Yeah.
Just roll away.
I'm rolling.
So you can kind of like rush rush to the edge of the thing, and once you get to the edge of the lake, like this thing is finally regaining its senses as it begins kind of like splashing and crashing around it as you catch up with Kira and not Kira, with Sapphire and Tenenbaum as they're already on their way out. The like they're basically booking it like away from this lake.
See ya. Oh, he's alive.
Just go rolling past them.
We're like watching from a distance, like on a hill, like, oh look, and then he killed him. Oh look, I let him go. Ah, now he's running.
So you guys have just escaped barely escaped the Frogmoth in the lake. So that will
Gotta wrap up today's game. Thanks for coming. Brent.
yeah, absolutely. Thank you so much. What a great finale. No, so that leaves just Sapphire. You are now rushing westwards past the ruins of the town of Torch towards the Smokewood.
All right.
So what is going to happen next?
So is this like, can we travel to our destination within a day, or do we have to like stop overnight?
No, you can make it there before the probably if on foot you could probably make it there by nightfall.
Okay. Where exactly were we going? Were we going to?
You were originally going to Yadenbay, which is over here, but the Smokewood is here, so you're gonna get there before you get to the town.
No, why would we do that? I guess we need gas masks. Were there? I don't remember this. Were there like survivors from Torch at all? Like
You haven't been back there. You haven't checked. You
Okay.
basically took the spaceship away, and you never looked back.
Okay. So let's say as we're like rushing towards the woods, run into this like band of like, I guess, refugees from Torch. They're very angry. They have this hatred for they saw the spaceship and like saw everything get destroyed, and you know they've lost loved ones and all this stuff. So they're looking for vengeance. So they're like questioning everybody who like comes near. So we're gonna run into them.
So so as you're making your way, to the south, somewhere just south of the ruins of Torch, which now there used to be Torch, if you remember, it used to be a hill where the fire burns atop. It was called the Black Hill, but it is that hill was where the ship came out. So like the town is basically leveled. There's a little bit of town still like on the outskirts, but the hill itself was kind of like torn away and thrown through debris and stuff everywhere because basically something had ripped out from under the ground. So just to the south, you kind of find a wandering band of people, and they seem to be you don't recognize any of these people, but they're all looking pretty disheveled and pretty tattered. However, I think I got a name. Come on. My note thing's crashed. There we go.
You can do it. I believe in you.
I believe in me too. So you see this group, and they kind of stop you along the way. Like they all kind of swarm around you out from the hills and stuff. And one of them, he's a man, and he's carrying like a shock spear, and he says, "No one's traveling through this area without us taking our toll."
Ugh. Y'all look like you need a bath.
He says, "And you look like you're wearing some pretty fancy tech armor there. Why don't you hand it over, and we might let you live."
How about we don't, and you let us live? Counter offer. It's very important.
It's a really good deal.
Yeah.
I mean, if you fight us, you'll probably die. So. Oh shit.
Uh-oh.
Guys, something big's happening.
What the fuck?
Oh shit.
Wait, what? There's a big. This
Will's not looking.
seems like no. I don't believe my eyes. They deceive
Oh my
me
god.
because they're such a big deal.
Why do I have to keep popping up on screen?
I just keep trying to find them.
It's just like my face.
Bomb, bomb, bomb. Just because I prefer this. We thought you were dead.
I thought I was dead.
Look who it
And
is,
then
guys.
Guys, can we get a hashtag big deal?
We had you as
And
too
then
big a deal.
And then I woke up and I saw my alarms were set for 9 p.m. in case I slept for 24 hours. You know, not. I mean, who wakes up in the AM? Am I right, guys?
Right,
Come on.
yeah.
Come on. Who wakes up with an alarm clock that
Solid
makes
2
sense?
p.m. for me this morning. It was good.
Well,
So-
you should either crop transy on the right, or you should move yourself in front of them.
Oh, it's true. Yeah, I should probably put his face in front of mine and just.
Too big a deal.
Too big to show up.
Too big to show.
Oh my god.
I didn't get to tell you actually, Jonesy, but this is your memorial stream, because I had a dream which you died, and we streamed D&D in your memory because you'd have wanted us to have fun and play D&D, and so this is your memorial stream because we thought you actually genuinely could have been dead after you didn't show up. So
So thank you for showing up to your own funeral.
yeah, well, actually, it kind of kills the mood a little bit, but
Yeah, thanks a lot.
This is it's so the VODs of my previous streams would actually increase in viewership. So, you know when people like musicians die. and-
yes, true. Yeah, you'd get a lot of sales.
I was just testing the theory. Selfish, I'm sorry. But
Well, yeah, it's okay. You're a pretty big deal. So, Tracy, who are you going to be playing today? No bias, right?
no bias. No bias.
Tell us a little bit about No Bias.
Yeah. No bias, no bias, no bias. No bias. He is a zealous individual. He will hit you so hard with the Bible about his God, who is all about procreation and fertility. And he'll use that as the anchor for all of his life decisions and the decisions that he would like to display to the party. But yeah, Eagle
Cool.
Dragonkin
Yeah.
with a breastplate that was not stolen by him, but the party for him.
My boobs, they came in handy. What can I say?
Am I right?
Alright.
So, Askren, I guess we should catch Jonesy up on the past hour.
Yeah. So you guys,
Somebody wasn't here.
you guys have just,
She's not Catherine, and Tannenbaum's not dead.
yeah. No, we recapped a little bit, but where we picked up, you guys had just finished fighting the giant spider robot that contained the imposter AI. Was Unity, which is the sort of odd machine, in disguising himself as Hellion in order to take over Scrapwall. You sieged the town with the mech, and you fought the spider robot. And where we picked up, it had just exploded. You guys were just picking yourself up out of the crater. You learned as the town collapsed around you that there was a third AI that had emerged from the Silver Mount, and that was who you needed to seek out in order to have the knowledge and the power you needed to actually defeat Unity. And that is a female android named Cassandali, who has been taken to the Choking Tower somewhere in the Smokewood. So as we've been traveling to the south, out of the collapsing town of Scrapwall, you guys crossed a sludge and debris river successfully with the aid of the red tooth rats, and then Heldrug was carried down the river and ate a magic mushroom and fought a frogmoth in a sludge lake, and you ran away from that. And now you guys are on the run, or you are on the way to the Smokewood. You have just been accosted by a group of ragtag bandits who are actually, we're going to learn, are survivors from the town of Torch that you destroyed.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah.
So you didn't miss much.
So did the creature exist that Heldrug was fighting?
Oh yeah.
Oh
it
yeah.
was-
Oh, okay. I thought it was just a figment of imagination, like a specter or something fighting from mushrooms.
No, we watched it. we didn't help out much, but we
In fact, we ran.
we ran.
Your friend struggle while he was tripping out. Oh.
Worst high ever.
So you guys have just been accosted, and you like as you're kind of talking, you hear a voice kind of chime up and says, "Wait, I know these people." And you see kind of stepping out from behind some of the bandits here is a what appears to be a young girl, kind of curly blonde hair with sort of red paint on her face. And she looks dirty. She looks like she hasn't eaten in a long time, and she looks like she's been traveling in the desert. But she's also very familiar.
Tenenbaum, I didn't know you had a daughter.
Fucking hell, do I have a kid? I like count on my hands like the potential children I could.
No,
I don't
this
think
is,
she'd be this age.
This is the one of the first people that you met in the town of Torch. She is the assistant, the young kind of female assistant to Connor Bain, the guy who you had originally gone.
She could still be my kid.
I want to smack Tannenbaum on the butt and be like, "You're a freaky little squirmer, aren't you?"
I don't know what that means. Oh, you're the girl from the library with the crazy mech thing who was in Connor's place.
No, I'm
and-
Haldrug.
He wasn't talking to you.
Yeah. No. You won't remember
This is a
him.
wig.
luckily for you. But you might remember. You remember us, right? We're all right, yeah.
She says, you went to rescue my father, and then when you went underground, the town blew up. He never made it out alive.
Well, completely unrelated to us, of course. We were trying to help him.
She says, well, then how are you here?
Well, one thing led to another. We, listen, love, we saved your life once, then we went to save your father's life. Even though we didn't pull that off, can't blame us for that, you know? That was his fault. He got himself blown up. He went down there in the first place. We were just trying to get him the fuck out of there. And, well,
It's
you know,
true.
it is
It's
true.
We're
And so
trying to help
now,
him.
yeah, we've gone to Scrapwell and just freed them of their fucking problems. And now we're coming over to Choking Tower because someone's trying to, well, fuck the rest of us up.
Roll me a persuasion check.
Alright. And thank the golf bell for following. Welcome to the event, my friend. You're a gentleman and a scholar. I'm actually fairly good at... No, I'm not going to say it.
I thought you were gonna say golf.
No, I was going to say I'm good at persuasion checks, but whenever I say that, I roll out ones. But okay, 15.
She kind of like she looks very like deep in thought as the other bandits are kind of closing in with their weapons, and they don't look particularly happy, and they look like they would just as easily kind of, you know, jump you guys and take your stuff. So there's kind of a long tense silence as everyone's kind of sizing each other up, and then she kind of slowly, like, she says, are you really going to save everyone?
We're going to give it a try. And I can't make any guarantees, the same way I couldn't make any guarantees of your father, so maybe we'll all blow up. But we're going to give it a shot.
She says, you need, she says, you need to be able to give me your word, because I can't see any more people get hurt.
Well, sweetheart, I'll give it my best shot. You have my word on that. No, bias is muted. But I think he's trying to look at you.
It's funny. I was just like reciting something about Yandala, and you, like, even if I was muted or gagged in game, you could probably just assume. Like, oh, okay, broken record, dude. I give you the word of my God that we will do our best to preserve everyone's lives.
By my gut, we will prevail. If I'm not fat.
That is a big promise.
Larger than life.
Larger
And
than
I'm too
any...
fabulous to die, so that's not gonna happen. We're gonna succeed. Yeah.
Samesies.
I like how the only reason I'm a part of this group is I'm looking for Tenenbaum's mom.
And yet you've never made any any
My
attempt to
whole
actually find her.
So she kind of pauses, and she turns to like the bandit who's got his spear pointed at you. She says, well, I'd rather they pass and try and keep and save people than more blood is spilled here. And he's kind of looking down at you, and he says, you're lucky the girl speaks for you. 'Cause we would have just as easily stripped you for scavenge.
Oh, trust me, you don't want to see me naked.
You really don't.
It's true. He farts. It was bad. You should have seen it. Well.
Yeah, he kind of puts his
The
spear
fact that
down.
you
He
could
says,
see his fart was worrying enough.
yeah, he kind of puts his spear down and says, "What if we do catch you in this traveling this road again? Probably won't be so nice."
Yeah, sure, whatever. I mean, by the time we come back, we're gonna have saved everybody. You'll be on your knees thanking us. Anyways, thanks. Yeah, we'll be going now. I'm just start walking.
Yeah, they
Do you want a kid?
Like the group starts. The group starts slow, kind of like of bandits starts kind of gathering themselves up and making themselves back, back in the direction, the kind of opposite direction as you guys continue on towards the Smokewood as you pass the destroyed remains of Torch. And as we're traveling, yes, because now we have the biggest of deals with us. Do you wanna kind of throw out an obstacle, kind of travel mechanic style, before you guys get to your destination?
Just thinking about it.
No? Yes?
Sure.
Yeah.
Go for it.
Just playing coy.
So you guys are right about here. You're just past sort of the river in Torch, or south of Torch, on your way to the Smokewood. You can kind of, there's enough time to, I don't know, maybe encounter one more obstacle. So no bias. What do you think the party would kind of come up against?
I think we're gonna approach just kind of a random cave on the way that seems necessary. For some reason, we're above surface, and there's no reason that we have to go through a cave. But for this reason, we had to.
Okay.
In that cave is a very kind of famished older female that had been waiting a very long time for her son to walk by, named Tenenbaum.
I got you. So here's what happens. You guys will actually arrive at the edge of the Smokewood when it's night has fallen. It's dark now as you guys arrive at the edge of the wood. And let me get my stuff here.
Oh my god. Turns into the next Mummy movie. I'll play Tom Cruise.
Is he in the Mummy?
He's in the new one, yeah. That's what he's in.
What?
Yeah, there's a new Mummy movie coming out. I watched the trailer earlier today. Tom Cruise in The Mummy. It looks strange.
Right. So the Smokewood itself is sort of like a dense, temperate forest with kind of thick undergrowth and very, very tangled canopy. The trees are sort of twisted. They block out a lot of light. There's no direct road that leads to or through it. As you get to the edge, you kind of start. You can actually see off in the distance what must be this tower. Is just a structure of stone and metal that is constantly churning out this thick black smoke. But that's off in the center of the forest. So you kind of have to start pushing your way through the wood to get there. The forest itself is pretty much trackless. Though there do seem to be kind of fairly recently stomped paths that lead this way and that way. It looks like some rather large creatures may have kind of busted their way through. But you can plot a pretty direct course towards your destination in the center. This kind of frequent plumes of dark smoke are clearly visible even at night. But as you guys are going, you kind of push your way through the forest. You've been going for maybe an hour or so as you feel the smoke that just hangs around this forest is kind of choking your lungs. You feel yourself getting tired and sluggish. And as your eyes kind of begin to droop and you feel the exhaustion kind of coming over your body, you all of a sudden, like, you're not sure, like, your eyes kind of begin to close as you know what happens when you're like you fall asleep and like your eyes close and all of a sudden you sort of snap awake. And as you kind of awake, you find yourself standing in what appears to be a fairly open glade in the forest. Very peaceful looking. It glows with a faint sort of blue luminescence. And at the north end of this glade, you see what appears to be a large flat rock that is covered in colorful lichens. And you can actually see the rock is sort of jutting out of the earth, and there seems to be like a darkened tunnel that leads into the ground beneath it.
feel like we should take shelter down there.
I agree. I'm not really fond of this, like, soot and it's ruined my hair.
Yeah, it's kind of gross.
Yeah. You did.
Never mind.
It kind of works on Haldrug, honestly. All right, I'm gonna head down.
As you kind of head, you make your way in. The cave is not particularly long, but you make your way into the darkened tunnel, and up ahead you can see sort of like these faint kind of floating shimmers. They might be like fireflies, and they might just be like this weird kind of glowing haze that hangs in the air. Is filling this large chamber, and you actually see what appears to be a small person, not quite human sized, is standing, is sort of standing in this cave, and they seem to have their back towards you, and they're kind of in the process of like drawing something on the wall, like with their hand. It looks like their hand is kind of tracing along the wall and leaving like this luminescent, like glowing blue streak behind, almost as if they're painting with like glow in the dark paint on the wall. And as you kind of step in, like the figure kind of turns to you quickly, like very nervously, and you can see their face is covered with what appears to be like a featureless wooden mask.
What the hell is that?
I move up to try and remove what looks like to be the one mask.
Well, the person, like the creature, is like, as you're approaching, like they're nervously kind of like stepping away. Like kind of takes a staff, like from leaning on the wall, and like points it towards you, like almost in a sort of threatening gesture, but you can't see an expression because the mask is just solid wood with like two dark eye holes.
Whoa, easy. In fact, a Brandon Leeming for following. Welcome to the event, my friend. You're a gentleman and a scholar. I have my hands up in a kind of non-threatening gesture. I say, don't come on, we're sorry. We didn't know anyone lived here. We're trying to find shelter in the forest. We're travelers. My name is Tenenbaum.
The person is kind of like, their staff is kind of like, moving back and forth between you. They're completely silent. They're not talking. And as you start talking, like all of a sudden the masked face turns to you. Again, very unnerving because of its kind of like blank expression. Like the eyes are not expressive at all. And from kind of muffled from behind the mask, you hear a voice that says, Tenenbaum?
Yes? That's me. You got me.
All of a sudden, like, the person kind of like, the masked humanoid kind of like lunges forward, like right up to your face, just kind of like looking around very intently at you.
Oh, easy now, easy.
And as they kind of like stop and step away for a second. They say, it's been so many years.
It has? Since when? What do you mean?
Is this Ben's mother?
By the grace of Yandala, these lovers have been reunited.
No, she's... You're not my ex-wife.
It's so cute.
Are you my ex-wife?
He doesn't even know. It's like, wait.
Ben's fine.
The person kind of steps back over to the wall, and as they kind of turn their back to you, it kind of slowly begin sort of taking off the wooden mask, and as they do, they kind of says, I haven't seen you since you were so young. And as they turn around, you see now, like, the mask is off. You're looking at what appears to be an elderly halfling woman.
I just want to. Whoa!
Whoa! Oh, are
You
you
look like mold, don't you?
Says,
Are you my mum?
it's good to see you again, Tenenbaum.
Okay. You've got you can't be. Can you? You got some explaining to do.
Says, yes, there's so much that happened, but she says, I think there's a simpler way to explain things. I have been here tending to and caring for the long dreamer.
The what?
Yeah, what she said.
See, I knew she was in a cave.
She said she says,
Got the wrong cave.
please, this way. And she kind of like picks her staff up and kind of sweeps like around the corner down a tunnel.
You know, lady, I just have to say, your son grew up horrible. He did not turn into a good man, just so you know. I'm gonna keep walking.
I'm starting to question if our quest to find unity is the reconnection between Tenenbaum's family.
No, definitely not that. I think it is an actual. It's not a fucking. Oh god.
I think we should start a traveling band of Tenenbaum's family
No, we shouldn't do that.
and connect with more until the band becomes larger and larger.
No, that
See,
sounds like a shit movie.
So are you guys following the this halfling woman like down the tunnel?
Yeah, I follow mum.
Alright. So as you
I
kind of
follow her for the end of my days.
as you kind of rush down the tunnel to catch up with you see she's kind of like walking down the tunnel, like sort of trailing more of this glowing paint along the wall with her hand as she does. And as she does, you see her sort of stop, and like in front of this cavern that you can see like glittering and glowing as it stretches before her. And as you kind of walk up behind her, she says, this is the lair, the home of the long dreamer. And you kind of, as you kind of step up to the edge, you see this cavern sort of expands, full of like glittering crystals and glowing fungus, stalactites and stalagmites, and sort of sitting out in the center of this cavern is what appears to be probably a 30 to 35 foot large, just huge glowing moth. And I'm actually gonna get a picture of it, so give me 1 second.
Mom, you are fucking weird.
That is way too small. I can't use that picture.
How does one sort of stop? Slowly. Then they start again, then they stop. That's sort of stopping. How long is this streamer? 17 inches. Every time.
Hold on, there we go. That's what I'm looking for. All right.
When your mum gives you up to look after a giant fucking moth.
So she as this is kind of what you guys are looking at, and as it's as she's kind of standing there, she says, my life has taken many strange paths, but I found my peace here when this creature's mind touched my own.
That's naughty.
So, you gave me up to look after a giant fucking moth. This is why I smoke.
She says, no, I went looking for you because all I had to follow were my dreams of you. you were taken by someone else.
Who?
She says, it was your father.
He took me from you?
Yes.
Why?
He wanted to raise you to be one of the to join his religion. He followed a group called Dominion of the Black, and he did not wish you to stray from his path. He took you, and well, I don't know. I don't really know the rest. All I know is I had to find you again.
Well, it took you bloody long enough, didn't it?
I didn't know where to look, but I had dreams where I saw your face, I saw your children, and then
But there's more than one?
there are others, yes.
Okay.
She says, if you wish to find something that you are looking for, the Long Dreamer will help you find it.
Right. Well, we are kind of pressed for time. We're on a mission to kind of save the world. We're looking for a choking tower.
She says, then you should speak with the Dreamer, because it knows these lands.
All right.
And then she kind of like starts, like, takes her staff above her head. It kind of begins making this noise as she swings it around, this kind of like singing sound. And as she kind of slams it down onto the ground, there's like a loud kind of ringing note that fills the cavern. And the moth kind of like unfurls its wings and sort of glides down sort of in front of you, like stretching out its long wings to sort of fill this cavern. And you hear a sort of like a magical chiming voice in your head saying, "You are new. I have not seen your dreams."
Oh, yeah, probably pretty best if you don't. There's some pretty bad material in there. Yeah, I wouldn't want my mum knowing. I'm looking. I'm looking for a choking tower. Nothing to do with those dreams, but apparently it's a real place, and we gotta get there to kind of save the world and stop everything to going to shit with his mech. And well, you know how it is, right?
The voice kind of rings out, and you guys all kind of hear it in your head. It says, "If you wish to cleanse the land of smoke, I can help you."
I do. I'd appreciate your help.
It says, the tower is the creation of the wizard Zaud. I have seen his dreams. They are unsettling. He dreams of metal and writhing worms.
Wow. Okay. Kind of weird. How does that help us?
He is not alone in the tower, but if you wish, I can take you there.
I would like you to, yeah, if you can, without it being really painful to me.
The kind of dreamer says, "Very well. If that is what you wish, in exchange, I would ask that you gift me with your own dreams."
How many do you need?
It says, "I wish to see all that you dream."
Oh, there's a lot. Some of it's not particularly nice.
And so as the kind of the creature will bat its wings, and there's sort of like a flurry of dust, like pollen and stuff that just fills the air. And as it hits you guys feel yourself like very quickly falling into like this slow trance, basically like losing control as you just begin to fall asleep. And you guys are sent into a long and very peaceful rest, though you don't know how long. Where over the course, when you wake up, you guys will be considered under the effects of like a hero's feast.
Ooh.
Which is you can look up yourself. I don't know all of the specifics, but it is you're basically feeling very, very good when you wake up. However, when you wake up, you also find that you are all sort of on the back of this giant moth being carried towards the looming choking tower in the center of the forest.
Nice. And thank you to Nedimic for following. Welcome to Eventually, my friend. You're a gentleman and a scholar. I've got all the Heroes Feast stuff up on the screen and in chat if you guys are looking for it.
Tenenbaum, I'd like to be honest with you for a moment.
Yeah, no, always.
If I was ever approached by a glowing cave moth that had powers like that, I would probably abandon you as well as a child.
Well, I appreciate that. That makes me feel a lot better, actually.
Yes, I mean, think about it. Spectral moth being that you can worship, or...
Well, I'm beginning to think you're probably about as fucking insane as my mum is, then. But I guess, religion is a weird thing. She looks like she believes in that, so I guess that's some closure on my story. I mean, I imagine she's just gonna stay there for the rest of her years, and I don't really know why she wanted to find me. I guess just to tell me all of that. Man, my father was a dick. Maybe this is why I'm a bad dad. Huh. Well, I guess I'll blame it on them. I'm just... just a product of my society.
The cycle.
Seems good. Well, she told me that she was going to take me to the choking tower, so... yeah. I guess here we are. Tenenbaum, Ned. But yeah, I guess I technically found her, but I guess maybe she led me here. Who knows?
So as you guys are kind of led, the long dreamer will drop you, will kind of land you somewhere outside the tower itself. The tower, as you can see it approaching, is sort of like a towering stone structure that rises fairly high above the tops of the surrounding trees. The walls itself made of metal and stone, kind of stained with this black and greasy soot, with a roof that is sort of a metal cone crowned by a forest of pipes and chimneys that you can see are belching smoke into the sky. There are a few windows, sort of narrow and slatted with thick metal grills, and its only door appears to be a metal rectangle with rounded corners, about 12 feet high by 9 feet wide, that bears no real knob or handle, that is set down at the base of the tower. And that is like, so that the dreamer will kind of set you down in the woods, and it says what's it called? It says, be careful inside. I have felt the bestial dreams of many creatures, though the only being of intelligence was the wizard Furcus Zaud. And my attempts to communicate with him, I've seen dreams of ravenous carpets of flesh-eating worms feeding upon the body of a man.
Okay.
Always the same. And the worms know him. I have attempted to communicate with them, but they have only been hostile.
I see. So he eats worms and eats men and dreams about worms. This guy is all kinds of fucking weird. Probably knows my mum. Well, thank you, Long Dreamer. Appreciate all of the help. And hey, about my mum, is she always going to be in service to you, or is she ever going to stop? Can she choose to leave?
Says, she is bound to no service. She may leave as she wishes, but
All right.
she has been a friend and companion for some time.
Well, I tell you what, after all this is done, me and Ben will come live with you.
The kind of moth unfurls its wings, and as it sort of spirals up into the sky, leaving a trail of kind of shimmering dust before it, you can hear the melodic ringing in your head saying, "Good luck."
You too.
All right. So you guys are sort of standing. You can sort of see the front entrance to the tower. The door itself, like I said, it kind of doesn't have a knob or handle. Only what appears to be a 2-inch wide hole in the center. And it looks as if the corners are sort of bent and cracked, as if someone had sort of wrenched something free of it. You can also
Looks glorious.
What's up?
Does it look glorious?
Looks like it would probably be too painful for that.
Oh, okay.
There also are a large number of kind of immense humanoid footprints, that look like they're kind of stomping around the ground around the tower.
Something big's been here. Can't be good. Probably one of these wormy things, or I don't know.
How about we try to get inside before one of these things show up, okay?
That's a good idea. Yeah.
I ran the door with my belly.
Oh, also thank you to Renwick for following. Welcome to the event, my friend. You're a gentleman and a scholar. How do you ring a door with a belly?
Ram.
Oh, ram.
Ring works as well.
I thought you were trying to
left it
ring.
on the doorknob, like bloop.
Yeah, you're trying to get it around to.
Hello.
Hi guys.
So you wanna try and bust through this door?
Yeah, I think that's
Go ahead and make me a strength check.
Thanks, Wells, for the host.
Oh yeah. You kind of put pressure on this, and as you kind of like slam into it, you manage to sort of just find the corner of the door, like opposite the hinges, where when you slam in, the door is kind of like pushed inwards. It doesn't seem like it's meant to go in that way. It's probably meant to swing out the other way. But as you kind of push it inwards, and it grinds against the stone, you can actually like continue to sort of push it open, just so it's just open enough for you guys to get through.
Nice. Good job, Aldrug.
Oh, it's all thanks to the gut.
Wow, that's
Pure muscle, this is.
As you kind of step, you push your way in. You're sort of standing in a 10-foot by 25-foot hallway with kind of a large metal door standing at the directly opposite the west, while you can see doors lead to on either side of you. The one in the middle is like slightly smaller than the others, while a sort of a metal wheel is mounted in the center of each other door, like the doors to the north and south.
Well, I'm gonna be keeping pretty quiet. Let's try not to make too much noise so that whoever's up here, this Zowd guy, doesn't hear us coming, despite the door thing. So let's try going down the door to the south.
Alright, can I like stealth and like scout ahead?
Yeah, sure. Go for it. Roll me a stealth check.
Nice.
Okay. So do you guys want to wait while she kind of explores?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Just
Okay.
like stay on guard. I've pretty got my crossbow drawn.
So as you kind of make your way through the southern door, you see that it kind of leads around like a curving hallway, and then you can see sort of an upwards curving staircase at the end of it. There doesn't seem to be anything immediately threatening you. So I'm gonna assume that you're gonna keep walking like until you see something.
Yeah.
Okay, so you make your way up the staircase.
She'll be fine.
You can see sort of schematics in the hallway that you're kind of following. Schematics of kind of incredible complexity, each mounted in an elaborate wooden frame, seem to decorate the walls of this curved hallway. The images of metal monsters, strange vehicles, and other sort of technological wonders. And as it sort of rises to the upper floor in a staircase, as you kind of make your way up, that's going to lead to. Okay, yeah, F5. You make your way up, and you're sort of in. My notes thing is lagging. There we go. You come up into another sort of a hall. This one looks like it's decked out for someone, like maybe like a barracks hall or something, but it seems to be fairly deserted. As you kind of come to another doorway. One second. Check my map here. So.
Okay. So this door's shut, hey?
Yeah, no, I'm just checking my.
Okay.
Also, thank you to Panzer Magier and Ma for following. Welcome to the adventure, my friends. You're gentlemen and scholars. Thank you for joining us.
So, as you kind of push through the barracks, there's another landing with stairs leading on either side that seem to kind of go up to the next floor.
Okay.
But sorry, go ahead.
No, you go.
The barracks, though, are there weapons or caches of anything, or?
Did you wanna like follow her up after she's kind of clear? We'll say you can she can report back.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Let me just check. That real
What
quick.
was up there?
I wasn't sure to the proximity of everything.
Yeah. Sapphire, what was up there?
Well, they look like there's some barracks, and then it goes up to the second floor. So I think, if there's some wizardy folk dude, he's probably gonna be like sitting at the top, trying to be all high and mighty, boost his ego, that kind of shit.
Right, yeah, makes sense. Whenever I'm on a seat, that makes me feel better. Okay, anything else? Bad guys or chests, stuff like that? Goodies?
You did hear on the second floor. You did hear some sort of shuffling sounds and stuff off, like in rooms that seemed to go around you. Though because you went straight through an open door to the landing, you didn't actually encounter anything.
Okay. Yeah, there's things up there. I don't know. I didn't see anything, but
Just heard them. What kind of noises? Got grrrs or?
Just footsteps. Just footsteps.
Okay, good. Footsteps is good. Whenever it's that's bad. How do I know about that?
True.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
All right, let's press on then. It seems like this might be a good way to go, seeing as doesn't sound like there's too many bad guys, right?
We'll see.
All right. So as you kind of you pass by, you're able to kind of navigate the second floor without actually encountering anything. And as you make your way up the stairs to the third, there's basically this floor looks like it's been trashed pretty much. You can actually see a door, kind of an open doorway leading to another stairway. This one isn't curving around the perimeter of the tower. This one's just sort of like a spiral staircase leading up. And it seems like you can see at the top, it seems to lead to like an atrium, like an open ceiling, an open kind of landing floor above it. And you can actually see that, yeah, you can actually see that like the floor above you seems to be some sort of like research lab. You can actually see that the tables and shelves of this kind of laboratory are coated with what appears to be like a thick greenish slime. One desk is kind of heaped with pages of notes, and a human skeleton dressed in moldy robes kind of lies slumped over it. You can see a large glass tank atop the easternmost table is shattered, and the shards of glass kind of litter the floor of the room, while a pale green haze floats through the air.
Huh. So he looks dead, right?
It's a skeleton, so yeah.
Yeah. I mean, skeletons can come alive in D&D. Very common. I say, he's dead. But the long dreamer said that he'd be alive, and that he dreams about dead people and stuff.
I don't think this is the guy.
You don't? Okay.
No, that's probably some fucking goody that died. I don't know. I don't trust this room.
Probably for the best. Okay.
I mean, is Ben with us? We could send Ben.
Yeah, Ben's always here. Ben is literally always there.
Yeah, Ben's with you.
Hey, Ben.
Yeah, Ben.
Yeah. What's up?
Can you just go into this room for us, pretty please?
I put a hand
You
on
doll.
I put a hand on his shoulder for the first time and say, "You stay by my side, Ben."
Yeah, he says, well, which is it?
No, don't go. I mean, I guess if you really want to, you could. No, don't go.
So I mean, there is a stairway leading up, but it seems the only thing inhabiting this room is kind of the skeleton that's kind of like slumped over its research notes.
Let's go here, Ben. You stay behind and look out for any trouble. I'm gonna have a look, and I'm gonna like sneak forwards to have a look at the skeleton.
Okay. You can actually see the skeleton is not particularly interesting. There's it's just sort of a decomposing body, but you can actually see that it is sitting on top of sort of a thick stack of notes. Did you want to actually examine the notes?
Yeah, have a look. I like. He's definitely dead. I'm gonna take a look at the notes. And
From a quick glance, you can kind of see that the research notes sort of indicate research into sort of whatever was imprisoned in the glass cage is called like some kind of roiling green mist that seems to almost be alive. That the reports kind of begin very clinically, kind of enumerating like density, resilience, and kind of composition. Things that she and there is a name on the notes, so it appears to be a female, is studying. But very quickly, they seem to sort of devolve into like senseless ravings about like corpse white faces that are speaking from within the mist, and more and more kind of obsessive and secretive writings. The last entry, the one that's on top that you can see, it says Zoud has stopped checking up on me. It has been days since he stopped by. I think he might be planning to steal my research. I'm out of food, but I dare not exit the lab. I will shatter the tank and join with the hungry fog, and then we shall be as one.
this guy isn't Zoud. Zoud killed him. I take the notes and scurry back over.
as you were kind of scurrying back over, you notice that the kind of drifting along the ground towards you guys is this sort of like this green haze that has been hanging through the room has sort of like settled into like a fog and is now like slowly creeping along the floor towards you guys.
Get out of there! Get!
Fog bad. Fog is what this guy is now. And I say, he said that he's gonna rejoin the fog and that he was gonna just get the fuck out of here. I'm coming.
So what do you want to do? This fog is coming for you guys. The only exit is either down or up.
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 Fog can't travel up, I think.
So as you race across the room, you scurry across the room as this fog is kind of rolling around you. You actually see like these like screaming, soundless faces just kind of like be forming from the mist and then disappearing, as almost as if like these skeletal teeth are like gnashing at you formed out of the smoke and then disappearing as it chases you. But as you race up to the next floor, you guys come up. You kind of actually see that this sort of section of the tower has collapsed, and there's like big chunks of stone and wood that have kind of slid down, collapsing through at least 2 floors, and you can see they're kind of making their way up to the top of the tower. So you guys, since you're running, I need you all to make me athletics checks to attempt to scramble up this.
All right. I've never been more scared of mist before. My athletics is so hard. 12.
Okay.
Okay. What am I? How
15,
good? 11.
15, 12, 11, and who didn't roll?
I haven't rolled yet.
Trains A.
We already know it's going to be great with no bias. His luck. Oh, I jinxed that for you.
That's so rude. I actually have.
Got him. That's a +5 as well, jeez. Rip. That's what happens when you don't turn up. No bias is late again. What a surprise.
All right. So you guys are kind of like you're scrambling up, and no bias specifically is not quite able to escape the hungry fog. Let me grab something here.
When I see him falling behind, can I turn around and just try and like wave my belly fat in like a back and forth and try and like fan the fog away?
You can try, but this thing is going to still make an attack.
I love the idea that Haldrug can do like majorettes, but with his fat, like twirling the batons around.
Just imagine like no bias, like trying to climb up the stairs, looks up, and I'm just sitting there like waving my fat in his face. Poor guy.
Thanks, Game Breakers, for the host.
No bias. You're kind of like trying to scramble up, and you see as the fog sort of with a like forming it almost into like a large gaping mouth is going to envelop him, and you are going to take some negative damage.
I knew this was a Rip Trainsy stream.
Haldro, you're going to take 16 damage.
Oh, wait, what? Me?
No, no bias. I'm sorry.
Oh.
And
For waving your belly, Jacob.
and you feel yourself being like almost pulled down. Like you can actually feel sort of the grasping hands within the fog as it engulfs you. It's gonna kind of like your movement is slowed as your breath is choked out of your lungs.
Please.
As you guys see him sort of being engulfed by this.
Oh my god.
Oh, Haldrug, you fucking idiot.
Ugh.
Sorry, Ben.
And as this is happening, you also hear there's kind of a crack like thunder from above you, and you guys see sort of this dark swirling sort of mist, not quite the same consistency as the fog. This one is like a dark
Mist versus fog.
And as you guys see it, it sort of begins forming like in like kind of billowing thick smoke, and from it this kind of like this humanoid form emerges as the smoke sort of takes the form and says, "I don't know who you are or why you disturb my ritual, but I will. This is, I will not be disturbed." And as it does, it's going to kind of like raise its hand with as kind of crackling lightning shrouds around it. As you guys see the sort of gaseous, ghostly form of Furcus Zaud, and as he is above you, and the mist that has no bias is below you. We're going to roll some initiative.
Holy shit, and thanks so much to Not So Speedruns for subscribing with that Twitch Prime. Thanks so much, my friend, a gentleman, a scholar, an excellent man. Go check out Speedy's channel if you haven't already. He's a great guy. I'll repeat that little dong wave for you there, my friend. There we go. Raise a drink and chat for our friend Speedy. Thanks, dude. I appreciate that. Well, one subscriber away from another viewer decision, and if you haven't followed already or retweeted, then go ahead and do so. When we hit 20 followers and 20 retweets, we'll have more viewer decisions where you guys get to decide anything which happens next in our game. Rolled a 19 on my initiative.
All right,
Let's
and
get
then
that
you
music going.
got a 19.
I did, sir, I did.
Okay. What did Sapphire get?
13.
13. The fog has to roll initiative.
The foggers are on this.
Are we combating the fog right now? Because I think I'm losing.
Well, Yeah.
I like a gaseous fog form. Like it's like the wizard's out is like formed out of the mist basically, so he's like a mist dude. Mist.
Yeah, he's actually very similar to someone that, not you, but someone else in the adventure saw.
Oh shit! It's that girl from that one shot
Yeah.
the other week.
I mean, we
Well,
saw
that guy.
nothing wrong with it. Nothing was wrong.
No, you totally. No, it's
It was fine.
Yeah.
I stand by those decisions.
Yeah, exactly.
Alright.
There are many
So-
ways we can do this, but the choice is yours.
Alright, so
And
it
we
looks
chose
like
poorly.
first up is going to be Zoud, followed by Tenenbaum,
We
Followed
chose poorly.
Eldrug, followed by Sapphire, and then Fog, and then No Bias down at the end. All right, so first up is Furcus Zoud, and he is going to. Let me check here.
He's gonna.
Okay, so he is going to kind of like wave his. He's got a kind of like a staff or topped with a like a gem in his hands, and he's gonna start spinning it around as the fog starts swirling and swirling. And as he does, he's going to kind of create this like sphere of poisonous yellow green fog centered on a point. It's actually going to be centered on Tenenbaum, and
Oh shit.
as it does, Tenenbaum, I need you to make me a Constitution saving throw.
Alright, yeah, Ned, Sapphire's a rogue, Haldrug is a dancer, I am a bard, and the bias is a paladin, I believe, so I'll make a
I'm a ranger.
Ranger, oh fuck, okay. I forget. 17, same thing.
Oh,
Same thing, am I right?
a 17 is just enough to hit, or just enough to make the save. So you are going
Ooh.
to take.
Just me.
You're gonna take 6 poison damage, and you, like, as it does, you feel like this kind of burning in your lungs and around your eyes as you quickly manage to like hold your breath as this pink gas cloud envelops you, and he is also going to. He is going to, like, with his other hand, he's going to kind of begin conjuring, like, you see sort of the gas begin to ignite into, like, a ball of fire that conjures around his hand as he looks like he's getting ready to do something pretty nasty. And as he does, he's going to say, perhaps Unity will accept your minds as sacrifices and your bodies as hosts.
Maybe?
You can't talk, you're holding your breath.
I think we're not good enough.
I nod. I shrug my shoulders. Maybe they will.
So Tenenbaum, you're going right after Zoud. It is your turn. What do you want to do?
I want to fuck, what do I do? So I'm like I gotta be holding my breath. Is he like holding on to me in any way, or am I free to move?
No, you can move. You're just in the middle of this cloud.
Yeah, I want to move out of the fog, and if I take an attack of opportunity, so be so. Or so be it, I guess. So I want to move away from him so that I can shoot him, and so maybe Haldrug can tank, and so I'm no longer in this fucking fog as well. Is that doable?
Yeah, you could kind of scramble down the sort of wooden platform to get out of the cloud.
Yeah.
It's
Okay.
like 20 feet wide, so.
Sure. Okay. Yeah. Step back 20 and roll a 16 on my crossbow attack.
A 16 is just not enough.
Okay. Fuck. 17 is the number we're looking for, I think, folks. Perfect number. Yeah, grappling in 3.5 is literally the worst thing that was ever invented. And I mean, there's been some pretty bad atrocities in history, but 3.5 grappling rules are probably worse.
We gotta. All right, so we're gonna get through this. So you fire the crossbow and it just right through his gaseous form. As he is continuing to move towards you. As you scramble out of the way, Heldrug, Tenenbaum kind of ducks behind you. You have like fog beneath you and this sort of gaseous wizard above you. What do you want to do?
Oh my gosh.
You tank, Tenenbaum, that's me. You tank, Heldrug. Give him the gut.
Yeah, I think I wanna gut all over him. Billy the bastard.
That's funny because your accent when you say gut actually sounds like gets to me. Get all over him.
Yeah, so I will. I'm trying to think. Can I just like swan dive out and try and like jump as high as I can and just
Dolphin dive on him.
Yeah,
you can't really dive down onto him. You're gonna have to. He's above you, so you're gonna have to like rush up to him. But yeah, you can try and.
I want to jump like as high up as I can, and then like hopefully either like I don't know. Can you grab onto this guy? Is that a thing?
Yeah, you can go ahead and make me an athletics check to jump.
Or like pull him down underneath me and just like land on top of him. Hopefully.
Yeah, go ahead and make me an athletics check to jump.
Okay.
Fade a tentacle prong for following. Welcome to the adventure, my friends. You're a gentleman and a scholar.
All right. So you could have managed to like to sort of get a little bit of a running start and sort of it's not a great leap, but it is enough to kind of get up over the edge to kind of jump at him. Go ahead and make me a strength check to see if you can grab onto him.
Thanks to Scrabble for the cheer. He says, whoosh. Whoosh.
So a 21 is enough as you just managed to kind of get your arms around him, and he does feel like he is slightly solid, like he's not completely incorporeal.
He's semi.
But he
half mast.
You manage to grab around him and pull him a little bit as your weight is kind of like dragging him down.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
No,
Oh,
pretty much just swan dive up, grab him, and then try and like bring him down and land on top of him, throwing my whole weight into him. So.
Well, you essentially have him held. You have him grappled right now, like he is held.
Okay. Well then, yeah, I just want to make sure I use my gut to kind of wrap around him and kind of enclose him into the belly.
You got it. All right. So next we are going to Sapphire.
Before I take my turn, is the Hero's Feast still like active?
Yeah.
So we're actually immune to poison?
Oh, that's right. You are immune to poison, which means Tobias, not Tobias. What's his name? Tenenbaum didn't take that damage before.
Me? No, not you. You're still damaged.
You're actually immune to the damage, but you're not immune to being like slowed and kind of consumed by it. So you're still consumed by the mist, but you don't the poison damage itself you wouldn't take.
Oh, so I'm at full health.
Yeah.
And 2d10.
Yeah, I don't know if you guys rolled your temporary hit points. You should probably do that. So what do you want to do, Sapphire?
I'm gonna go up to the. Oh well, rip that.
I'm gonna go to the note.
Okay. Great 10 hit points. Great. I'm going to go up to the guy that Heldrug is laying on top of, and I'm going to put my hunter's mark on him. So anytime I think he takes damage, at least from me.
Yeah, you get an extra d6 on your attacks.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, and then I'm going to, I guess, I don't know, crossbow him.
Okay,
No, I'm gonna crossbow.
go for it.
Crossbow team.
Yeah.
A 25 will definitely hit. Yeah.
Okay, cool. And then another 5.
Okay, cool. now.
10, 15.
You got it. So me. Okay, cool. So as you're kind of firing your crossbow on your marked target, it manages to kind of to pierce his gaseous form. As he is reeling in pain. The fog is going to continue. So
Bring it, fog. What are you gonna do?
do me a favor.
Mist all
Do me a
over
favor.
us.
No bias. Roll me a
Got
wisdom saving throw.
With advantage. Because we get advantage too from Hero's Feast.
Nice.
Does it matter?
So you kind of you like as you're enveloped by this fog, you can't sort of you can't move, but the fog is you see these sort of like half glimpsed shapes of like phantoms and kind of screaming forms and terrifying images kind of floating within the fog that seems to try and take over your mind with fear, but your faith in Yandala and the boon that the Long Dreamer gave to you kind of help you shrug that off easily, as you don't fall into despair.
Easy game, easy life.
Oh, I'm sorry. You did take the damage that you took was negative energy damage. It wasn't poison. You are gonna take that damage.
Right.
But Yandala, you said
So it is going to gonna continue doing some negative energy damage to you for another 12.
I am down.
Oh my god.
Did you add your temporary hit points?
Oh, added temporary hit points on top of.
Your total hit points.
You said those 2d10.
2d10.
Y'all are doing so much better than me. I rolled 5.
17, the perfect number.
Oh yeah. So are you still
I'm
dying?
alive.
Okay.
I'm alive.
So what do you want to do on your turn?
I'm gonna kind of panic, and my mind has reached that level of clarity, but there's something that's gripping me that's continuing to do damage, right?
Yeah, it's the fog that
Trying to run away.
eat you. No, it's got you stuck here. Like you're struggling to breathe. You can't move normally. You can attempt to pull yourself out of it. You can attempt to pull yourself out of it. You can't just like get up and walk away. So go ahead and roll me a Constitution saving throw.
Do I get advantage on this one too, Kara?
No.
No, it's just wisdom.
But I got the nat 20.
No. Your lungs are straining against this.
Oh, I can't move. And
What do you
then
want to do?
I that was my attempt to
Well, that was your attempt to move. You could still do something.
breath weapon the fog. It's just to slam the ground in the fog that's like carrying me. Like,
Okay.
yeah. I mean, how do you attack that?
Well, you can attempt to attack the fog. You can cast a spell if you want.
I will breath weapon the fog.
You have a breath weapon?
Yeah, I'm a dragon.
Oh, well then go for it. What kind of breath weapon?
It is ice.
Alright, go for it.
Nice. Victor Ned
Roll me,
donates £10. Says £8.56 fucking euro conversion. Magic item gift for Kira. So usually we do ask for £10, but we'll in fucking euros. Fuck the euro, man. So Kira, well I guess Askren, you can choose a magic item to give to Kira.
10 would be the Warwick table, right?
No. So there is a magic item which the DM can decide upon, or you can roll on the Warwick table. So.
We'll set a work table because
Okay, cool.
I don't want to just make something up.
Yeah.
Go ahead and roll me a 1d66.
Yeah, 166.
20.
20, which is going to be okay. Why not? Let me check what this does.
It's a good thing, hopefully. Not a cursed one. There are some cursed ones.
I don't actually like that one, so I'm gonna move because technically I get to choose. I'm gonna pick something else. So I'm gonna pick something around it. So you have in you kind of managed to find in the scavenge around here in the ruins of this kind of collapsed laboratory that's below you what appears to be yes a cloak, like just a long kind of oily black cloak. And it is, give me 1 second. By the way, did you roll your breath weapon?
They have to make a against my breath weapon, which is
Okay, what's the saving throw?
it's a 9 plus my proficiency bonus for breath weapon, which I'm not sure what that would be.
All right, cool. I'll roll the save. You have found a like sort of a dry, oily, like bat skin cloak. So you have a cloak of the bat.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I guess I pick it up. Wow, this is unusual. It's great. I can add it to my fashion line.
All right. This thing is making a saving throw. What kind of save?
It's
Constitution.
Constitution save.
Constitution. You got it. Okay.
So,
It rolls a 4, so it fails.
Nailed it.
so I think it's 3d6
Sounds good. Go for it.
of ice damage.
Nice.
Wow.
Let's be
Ooh,
ice.
nice roll.
Oh
As
shit.
As you kind of you take like your lungs are already kind of struggling, but you kind of rear back and take the biggest breath that you can and just let it out in this cone of freezing energy. And as it sort of like the gas is kind of like blasted away in a hole among you, you're still sort of engulfed, but there's like fresh air finally reaches you for a few seconds, giving you kind of like the strength to fight back for a little while as you sort of blast a hole in this mist, which seems, even though it is kind of animated and swirling around you, it does seem like the wind itself can kind of like any kind of wind or air pressure or something can sort of push it. So that is that, and it's going to take some damage from that. Next on its turn, we are going to go to the top of the round with Zoud again, and he is going to. He's actually gonna kind of. Oh no, he has to make a strength check to get away from Haldrug.
So Zoud is grappled now, but his fog is diddling me.
It's not his fog. It's a different creature.
Oh god.
So what is his strength? I don't even know. It's not. So he can't. He's like struggling, but he's actually going to kind of like turn into gas on his turn and like sweep out from under you, which is going to get out of the grapple, but it is also going to take up his standard action to sort of form and reform. So he's not able to cast anything this turn, but he does manage to get out of your sort of pin, Heldrug. All right. So that is his turn as he kind of like reforms. You see sort of his screaming face come out of the gas as he says, "I will enslave you all." And then we are going to
Yeesh.
Tenenbaum.
I'm gonna shoot him with my thing for a 17.
A 17 will hit.
Got him.
So technical.
Don't you have enough children?
7 damage. Bang. Biggity bang. And I say,
all right.
like you enslaved that scribe who you killed.
Did you wanna cast any spells? You were a bard.
I want to cast Bardic Inspiration on Haldrug. And I'm
Sure.
gonna say, Haldrug, get him with the gut. He's weak in the guts. It's like a version of Legolas's. Their armor is weak underneath the arms.
Bring him down.
Bring him down in the gut, Haldrug. And you get a D8 of Bardic Inspiration. And that's my turn. I make sure
Alright.
Ben is in cover.
So, Haldrug, you can take your 1d8 to your next attack roll, and that is his turn. So, Haldrug, it is your turn.
Okay. So this is wizard dude is still in gas form, right?
He's reformed.
Ah, damn. Okay.
I mean, he is partially gaseous. What do you want to do?
I was gonna say, since I have this iron gut and these strong lungs from hauling around this weight my entire life, and it's only getting worse, I was wondering if I had my lungs and my sucking power were strong enough to where I could just inhale this guy and be
Well-
done with
I don't know if you know, but your lungs and your guts not attached.
him. True. I was just
But-
thinking that my lungs would be stronger having to heave this gut around. I'm breathing a lot heavier.
I'll let you try it. Go ahead and roll me a Constitution check.
Well, now that you mention it, I'm not sure. Well, fuck it. Let's just. Who knows? The
Is Haldrug
dice
trying to?
did not favor my lungs.
You can roll you do have a D8 inspiration.
Oh, that's right. Let's try it.
Trying to vape niche. This
Nice, perfect. Yeah, that was.
No, unfortunately, you cannot handle the it's
Just
such
like
a,
walk over to him. I'm like,
it's such a thick cloud. Like he's the master of of the vape cloud, and you just try and like give this inhale, but you kind of begin like as this kind of poisonous vapor like begins choking you up a little bit.
God, I'm retarded. Yeah. I guess I'll spend the rest of my turn clearing out
Okay.
my gut throat.
You don't have to use this now. I'm just saying, do remember as a fighter, you do have your action surge also.
Yeah, that's true. I haven't been using any of my stuff. I know, I have second wind, I have action surge, and extra attack.
Do an action surge.
The extra attack, you make a normal attack, which you didn't. But you
That's
can
true.
second wind to do a second round of attacks.
Yeah, do
Yeah,
it.
can
do
I
it,
actually do a second wind, do a second round of attacks, use an attack, and then would I get my extra attack?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, let's do that. Let's stop being retarded. So I'm gonna use my hand axes, and we're gonna attack. So there's one, and there's two.
The first one will hit.
Okay, perfect. And that does 10 slashing damage with a crit. Nice.
All right. So he took that. That brings him down to. So, and then he took 10. So that. All right, cool, got it. As you begin kind of laying into his gaseous form. Next up, we have Sapphire. It is your turn.
I'm gonna do the same thing as I did last turn and just try to crossbow this gas.
Sure.
This gas dude. 26.
Nailed it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'll hit.
Ah.
By the way, you can kind of if you want
That
to
didn't work.
kind of grab the edges of your cape and sort of.
Oh my
flare-
god. I'm sorry.
No, you can kind of like grab the edges of your cape and kind of flare them out like wings and actually use them to fly.
Yeah, I read it. I've been
Okay.
reading it.
So a
I can finish
26,
with that.
a 26 will hit.
Ignore the last two things. That's wrong.
Just roll 1d6 for the damage. All right, 11 on the damage. Cool.
Nice.
as you begin crossbowing him. Anything else you want to do, or is that going to be your turn?
I think that's my turn.
Okay. Next up, we have the fog, which is going to continue to roll over no bias, but it's not really, it can't really hurt him. Well, it can. No bias, I need you to make me another Constitution saving throw to see if you. So you managed to kind of like take a deep breath and hold it, so the fog kind of can't penetrate into your lungs, and you're no longer kind of taking this poison, this negative damage. So it's not really doing much to you. It's just kind of holding you in place. What do you want to do? Muted.
Get wrecked, nerd. Hashtag pro streamer.
Man. Or rip my penetration joke. Can I like fan it away? Can I get like a broom and be like, shoo, fog, shoo? Or just.
Yeah, go ahead and
Like-
roll me a strength check if you want to.
Alright.
So you kind of are doing your best to push this fog around you, and it's you don't really have like anything big to fan it away with, but you are able to sort of like create an opening enough for you to kind of pull yourself out.
Huh.
I'll say that you move it.
I get away and move across the room to attempt. I'm like, getting closer to Zoud is better than dying very rapidly to this fog.
All right. And so that is you don't want to attack or anything?
Can I attack in addition to that?
Yeah, that was your movement.
Okay. Yeah, I'll attack.
Who do you want to attack? Fog or Zoud?
Zoud. I'm
Okay.
right done with the fog.
Go for it. What do you want to do to him?
I'm gonna warhammer him if I can.
Yeah, go for it.
22,
A 22 will definitely hit.
and then another one. 21.
21 will also hit.
21.
Are you bringing the wrath of the gods down?
Bringing the wrath of the. Actually, I don't even know if my guy. I think No Bias is just out of breath and wits, and he gets up out of his slump and off the floor. He's like, must evade. Kind of attacks the nearest enemy, which happens to be Zoud, and hits him. Doesn't really think to cast just as frantically. If there was a window he could jump out of, he would be doing so to.
All right.
Yeah.
So that's that.
17 damage.
And we're
The perfect amount. Fate to spoon the doom for following.
Oh, 27.
To the adventure, my friend.
all right.
27, fuck yeah.
Zoud is looking like after you kind of swing through, you feel kind of solid contact with your hammer. He's looking like he's having a hard time kind of keeping his form together, but he's not ready to go out quite yet. So as you go to the top of the round, it's going to be his turn, and he is going to. Oh man, I have to check what that does.
We are just 3 followers away from a viewer decision as well, guys. If you haven't followed yet, hit that follow button and join us. Just make this finale climactic. Epic.
He's gonna kind of like part of his body is gonna disappear. The black smoke is gonna kind of push out around him like it's being pulsed outwards, and as he kind of screams in like a last desperate attempt, he is going to turn himself into sort of an obscuring mist that is going to fill the entire arena, and so your vision of him is kind of slightly obscured. Each of you, I need you to roll me a Constitution save.
All of us?
Yes, everyone.
26 for mine.
Okay, it's one.
12 again. Where's your 12?
7.
All right. Each of you who, everyone except Haldrug is going to take 8 damage. Haldrug, you're gonna manage to resist the damage. Well, you're gonna take 4, but as you take this sort of negative energy damage, you see like the mist is gonna kind of like spear through you. You feel kind of like a cold chill run over your body as a little bit of life is sapped out of you, and as it kind of rolls back in, he's gonna kind of form up, looking slightly more coherent and sort of healthier.
Well, that's good.
You know.
He's on a health kick.
And he is gonna, as he does, he's gonna like as the energy kind of crackles around him, and he begins sort of summoning this large kind of magic spell of crackling thunder above his head, as he says, "You will not destroy my work." As he gets ready to kind of bring it down on top of you guys. Tenenbaum, what do you want to do before this comes down on you?
Run. Probably. So is there any way to like lower a rope down off the building and go off the side?
You could. You're just like on the top, like so
Yeah.
you have to go up like a ramp to get to the top floor. You could look around for a window or something to jump out of. Actually, as you're looking around the top floor, you can see all of the tubes that have kind of come up through this building that are like exiting out the ceiling. You can see this looks like a Frankenstein laboratory of like cobbled together technological equipment and all kinds of like computers and banks of like tubes and like electrical diodes and stuff. And you can actually see on a table like at the far end, like right below this complex electrical array, appears to be the kind of is on like a surgical table that's sort of angled slightly, appears to be a female form, and she is like all these wires are sort of like going to this metal contraption that is on her head, and she is right next to like 2 windows that are in the on either side of the tower.
Is there any way to shoot the thing on her head?
Yeah, you could try.
Would I die in the process via the thing falling on me?
What thing falling on you?
Oh, he said he's about to bring something down on me.
Oh yeah, he's like conjuring like a big like energy spell
Yeah.
that he was gonna like bring down on top of you guys.
I guess can I move back and shoot her so I'm out of the potential range of the?
Yeah, you can rush across the room. Yeah.
Okay. Alright, so I'm gonna rush across the room. Actually, I'm just gonna grab the thing on her head and try and like rip it off.
All right, go ahead and roll me a strength check.
This is gonna be poor. Yeah, 7.
You get over there and you kind of pull, and the first thing you notice is this thing actually appears to be like bolted into her head in certain places. But you can, if you'd like to, you can kind of begin pulling.
I got out my handy little screwdriver and stuff.
All right, so you're like trying to pull the pieces that you
Unbolting.
can get to out. Yeah. All right, so you're working on that. What about Haldrug? What do you want to do?
Oh, there's so much. I think I want to. While he's working on them, I want to distract the main guy.
Doing what?
But I'm just gonna keep wailing on him as much as I can. You said that he was overarching about to bring.
Yeah, he's doing some big magic stuff.
Yeah, I think I just want to try and maybe disrupt the magic as best I can. Like just trying to.
How do you want to do that?
Mainly I'm just gonna go hand axes.
All right, go ahead. Go ahead and roll some attacks.
Rail down on him. Oh, 23, and the second one got an 8.
The second one will not hit as your head axe. The second one will actually kind of like slip inside his gaseous form as you kind of can't see, like as you lose your grip on it. But the first one will hit, doing a little bit of damage. So that will yeah, that's that. Anything else?
No, I think that's both. I mean, I'll just be like, I still have a move action. I guess I'll just be like jumping, trying to distract him so that he doesn't see what my allies are doing.
You got it. Sapphire, what about you?
So I was like right beside him. I was pretty close. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna back up as well because I don't want to get hit by something, hopefully. But I'm still like aiming my crossbow at him, and I'm gonna shoot. Still,
Okay, go for it.
I'm backing up.
22 will
22.
hit? Yeah. ahead and roll your hunter's mark damage.
So it's 11.
All right, he's not looking great.
But we didn't kill him. Fuck.
So close.
And the fog has actually been sort of dispersed, so it's gonna need a turn to sort of reconvene. But no bias, you've already broken free. What do you want to do? You see this.
So are all the windows barred, or?
The ones up at the top, you haven't gotten up onto the top floor to. Well, no, I guess you have crested them. You can see some of them are, some of them aren't. But there's basically a giant gaseous evil entity between you and them.
Oh, I'm gonna attack. I'm gonna attack Mr. Zoud. So I have no options. Not between.
You feel like as your kind of breath is returning to you, you sort of feel like Yandala's presence in you. Like this guy, he doesn't understand what it means to sort of bring life into the world.
I'm gonna actually lay on hands myself.
Okay, you just heal yourself real quick.
Oh god, yeah. Wait, no, because he's still channeling. I need to attack.
He's conjuring a spell. He's been disrupted a little bit, but he hasn't gotten it off yet.
Yeah, I'm gonna attack.
All right.
Yep.
You want to use? Are you using your smite?
I will be using the smite.
All right.
Whichever one that lands. 15.
15 will not hit, but a
And-
nat 20 will.
Nice.
Nice.
So go ahead and roll your holy as you kind of swing your hammer down. You bring your hammer over your head, and it flares to life as the sort of holy symbol on the end of it, which I forget what we decided was. It was basically just like a dick. Just flares to life as you bring this in a glowing arc down on top of him. How do you want to do this?
I want to stick the religious sigil into his gaseous form, right up into his gaseous form, repeatedly, as much as I can. Just keep going until the crescendo.
So you kind of
You can stop now.
you plunge the head of your hammer as it glows into the center of his body. He's just like disrupted for a second. As you pull it out, you kind of slam it in again, and just over and over as the divine light builds, and as you finally kind of cut straight down through his form, there's just an explosion of white holy light as his gaseous body is blasted apart, dissipated, as you see here a last pain scream as he's burnt up by the holy fire, as you have put Yondala inside of him, and he is burnt away as the taint of Furcus Zoud is it leaves the tower.
I'm gonna mumble. Get yondled.
Get yondled.
Oh man! So as the explosion, as you feel the tower kind of shake, and Tenenbaum, you finally manage to kind of unscrew this head thing, and as you pull it off, you can kind of drag this woman off of the table.
Fuck yeah.
All right, so you kind of pull her off the table.
It's my ex-wife.
Yeah. As you guys start making your running your way down out of the tower before it kind of collapses at you, you kind of see out you kind of catch a glimpse before you start running out, you manage to pull the woman out of the table as the roiling kind of storm clouds that have formed above the tower are kind of cracking with lightning. As whatever kind of Frankenstein situation Zoud was trying to engineer seems to be happening, and you just have a second to notice that the helmet that you took off as you're kind of dragging this woman away, you can see straight ahead of you is sort of like being curiously sort of held and looked at by Ben, as he's kind of like holding it in his hand, just kind of like not really, because he was next to you, not really sure what to do with it. And as he kind of turns to you, you hear a crack of thunder as the electricity runs down the machine, shocking the helmet that is in his hands, and you see Ben sort of is like jolted by thousands of watts of electricity, lightning running through the machine.
Rip Ben. Ben, no!
And as that is clear, and like the tower begins to shake, you guys are kind of thrown backwards, and as the smoke, like there's rattling and shaking, and as the ringing kind of leaves your ears, you see kind of from the smoking crater where Ben was standing. He is actually, like, he kind of steps out of the smoke. You can see part of his body is just charred and burned, but his eyes are just white, and they're like stark open as he kind of like looks down at his hands, and he says, "At last, I have a human form. I am free."
Ah, shit. Well, thanks for adopting him.
And as the as the tower is going to shake around you guys, this possessed form of Ben is going to kind of like stand there, and as he kind of looks over you, like to you, almost very, very confused, very like he doesn't really know what you are or like who or what you are, and as he's standing there, you hear as a giant metal hand reaches through the side of the tower and is gonna kind of like rip the wall out of the tower. You see the torn up mech that you guys used that you piloted into scrap wall is just kind of like its chest is leaning against the tower, and it's gonna open, and this possessed Ben will kind of look at you, and he says, "Thank you." As he turns and steps into the mech, its door kind of closing as it pulls away from the tower, and as this happens, the tower's gonna rumble one more time, and you guys watch as the mech that you piloted, or the mech that you controlled, piloted by your now possessed son, bearing the mind of Unity, is going to walk off into the distance towards the Silver Mountain, as the camera is going to pan away, leaving you guys in the collapsing tower with the body of the sort of lifeless body of an android woman in your hands. That is what
we done fucked.
I knew we should have got him adopted.
We done fucked.
This is why I was trying to do this for 7 bloody episodes, trying to get rid of that kid.
And so that,
Sorry,
as
you're
the camera pans away from the destruction and the chaos, as the party watches what they have wrought on the land, what does that mean for everyone? Will they manage to destroy Unity? Will they manage to save Ben? What does that mean for the land of Numeria? And are they really responsible for all this? That is, I think that's questions we're probably going to have to answer in season 2.
I mean, in our defense, if we weren't there, the guy would have made the android lady come to life anyways. It would have happened. It would have still happened regardless. We just didn't get there in time.
Yeah, right? Yeah.
I blame no bias. He slowed us down.
Yes.
Under the gas.
Yeah.
Wow.
Turning up an hour late. We could have been there earlier.
Exactly.
Corporeal bus there.
So, as we kind of close the curtain on the final episode of season 1 of Iron Gods, and we kind of bring things to a crescendo. I want to go around, and I want to thank all of the players who have taken part in this season. I guess, Will, you want to go around and get some thoughts on everything?
Absolutely, yeah. First of all, chat, what did you think of Iron Gods? Did you like this episode. Did you like the season? Let us know what you enjoyed about it. Of course, we'd love to hear back from you guys. Of course, if you did enjoy the show, hit that follow button and join us and all of these guys as well. But yeah, let's go around. What do we think of the season? So let's start with Raph. So Raph, what did you? How was your experience?
Your games. I mean, first with Skagith and all the mind balloons on that campaign, and now this one. I feel like we never actually win in these games.
Yeah, that's funny, isn't it? We can't actually win D&D. That sucks.
Yeah, weird, right? No, definitely good. I like the twists, lots of different twists, with both chat throwing in viewer decisions during and stuff. But no, I love your DMing. I think you're a great DM, and I'm really honored that I got to play in it. I'm gonna miss it. I don't think that should be the finale, but I think we said that at the end of everyone. So, no, really good. I'm excited. Hopefully, I played my character well enough that you guys enjoyed them. I'm excited to potentially see a season 2, maybe in years, 3 years, 20 years, whenever it comes around. Yeah, but overall, great game. Definitely different. Love unique. It fit it. It was good.
Oh yeah, awesome. Kira, what did you think about the Iron Gods?
It was different from what I've played before, definitely, with like the whole kind of metal dystopian setting. I've also learned, Asker and DMing, you just gotta expect every antagonist at the end of the season is gonna get away. and something that was there aiding you earlier in the campaign is gonna go against you.
Yeah, that's funny.
Yeah, it was good fun. I'm looking forward to the coming year and playing in the Hive. That's
Yes. Oh yeah. Tuesday's Gag. That's gonna be fun. Cool.
Yeah.
Trainsy Big Deal TV. What did you think about Iron Gods when you were here?
Sir, I was the most attended player. Thank you. I thought it was great. I feel like we should have renamed it to Iron Seed, because I felt like it was more of seeing how strong Tannenbaum's genetics line.
Yeah.
That was more the story, because I feel like in the sheer percentage of NPCs that we interacted with that were related to you was vastly.
Yep.
And then your son
Yes.
also happened to be taken by Unity. So
That's true.
I feel like this whole, it was a ploy for Tannenbaum being the real
Yeah. And maybe I'm the real villain all along.
I mean, just your seed,
Just my dong.
just your dog that spread evil without the land and forced your mother to adopt you to worship an imaginary butterfly.
Yeah, it's true.
In season 2, you gotta go and recruit all the rest of your children to fight against Ben.
Family banded. If we can't have a band, we'll be banded. An
Awesome.
iron hat.
An iron hat.
So what about you, Will? What did
Yeah, no, I loved it. It was a lot of fun. I wish that we'd have had like every week, but it's just scheduling. You know what I mean? Like scheduling was the main enemy of Iron Gods. I felt like, but other than that, I had a great time. The problem with like missing a few weeks is you forget little details about stuff. That's just the nature of doing stuff around Christmas time, really, in this season, really.
Yeah.
But no, I loved it. I loved Ben getting finally to have some kind of like active role in the season 2, and I loved the idea that I finally like accepted him as a son and finally found closure and started to become a better person, and then he turns into a giant fucking mech. Also, we have Blackwing to blame for this, with that fucking Atlas, because knowing how powerful that mech is in season 2, we are so screwed.
Might as well just let the world end.
Might as well, right? Yeah, might as well. Why fight it when there is Blackwing? So yeah, but that was a lot of fun. Thank you to everybody who supported the show and with donations and following and stuff like that. I was going to go right now, but I've actually found I do have an extra hour, and we're going to do some live Unearthed Arcana reviews on the Wizard site. They've got some Unearthed Arcana every week, and I have a backlog of a couple to get through for YouTube, so we're going to go and have a look at those. So stick around for that, coming up here in a minute. But I do want to go around and ask Askren, of course, first of all, what did you think, well, last of all, what did you think of Iron Gods?
So it was, as you guys know, I kind of have a problem where I tend to write plots that are a little bit too intricate for the format, which I'm still working on. But there were a lot of things that I had planned I tend to start things out very controlled, and then I sort of slowly release control as the games go on. But I had a lot of fun. I hope you guys enjoyed the writing, especially like when we had played the last session, I was expecting at least two more sessions between then and the finale.
Yeah.
So I had things planned out, and I sort of had to rewrite things just to kind of get the last bit done, and bring you to the finale. I always knew that I wanted Ben to be at the end. I wanted something like that to happen since the beginning, just because I thought it'd be funny. But I didn't expect Will to kind of like have this kind of whole repertoire with him and then find closure. Some of the developments were really weird. Like I wasn't expecting a giant mech to kind of come out, but
right.
Being able to write it into the campaign was fun. So I hope you guys had a lot of fun. It was new. It was a new weird setting and series for me. Firebringer actually says he wants the notes on converting it. I don't have any real notes on that. I just kind of did it. Off the top of my head, I just kind of winged it. But I will be happy to talk about it more at some point. And I'm excited. I'd love to come back to this for season 2 because there's so more powerful stuff and more interesting.
Yeah, the world is very interesting, I think.
Yeah, and so it was a lot of fun to do, and I definitely hope we get more to it. And also, these guys are just a ton of fun to play with. I can't say no to that.
Absolutely. And where can we find you if we're looking to stalk you home at night or just watch you online?
Well, you should always watch me online. I have a webcam pointed at my bed, so you can. No.
I mean, I do, but you don't. Oh shit, you don't know about that.
That's the other one. No, my name is Askren. My name is Askren. I'm the host and dungeon master of a Twitch TV channel called Exploding Dice, where I play live D&D every Sunday. And it goes similar to this, only we drink a lot more on that show. And I also have a talk show called Fuzzy Dice every Tuesday, which is a ton of fun. You should come check us out. You can find all of my information, anything about when I'm playing, including the 2 times a week I play D&D here on Encounter Roleplay. With if you just go down to my Twitter, which is right below me, it's just at Askren on Twitter. Come say hi, and we'll be friends, and you can play D&D with me. Great.
Absolutely. Same question for you, Raffian Gaming. Raffian.
Oh my, yeah, what's up? I'm Rathian. I'm from Wrath Faction. I have my own stream, Rathian Gaming. If you want to go check it out, you can. It's more of a variety stream now. I definitely do D&D. We have 4 campaigns coming up in 2017 that I'm really excited for. Some different stuff that I haven't done before. So, if you guys want to check that out, you can. Whenever, Will or Askren aren't streaming D&D, you guys can just come over and hang out. Yeah, that's about it. I do a bunch of different stuff. I stream new games that come out, RPGs, FPS. We've gotten into Siege and Division, all kinds of stuff. So if you enjoy different stuff besides D&D and you feel like hanging out, making fun of me, that's a spot that you can do that.
Absolutely. Kira.
Yeah.
Same question to you.
I'm also a streamer here, SPMG_Kira. Don't want the name anymore. Trying to change it. It's no avail. But whatever. Anyways, I do art and play Skyrim on Fridays, and I'm gonna be starting to play Stardew Valley on Sundays because I just got it for my birthday, and I'm really excited.
Ooh, nice. Absolutely. Go check the link. SPMG_Kira. I think that's the one. Awesome. And finally, the big deal himself, Tracy. Where can we find you online? I mean, we already know, right?
Yeah, I have no, just kidding. I'm a full-time caster on Twitch. Been playing way too much Warframe, like far too much.
It's true. It is true. You need to get some sleep, dude.
Oh, I slept. I slept a full 8 hours thanks to my alarms being set for 9 p.m.
Yeah, I noticed you did actually. Yeah.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, I kind of caught off on that one. Yeah.
I felt like a complete pile of shit when I woke up too.
Well, I guess.
I looked over at my phone too, which was actually backlit, and then it had like the 916 that was like green tickered over. And
Oh shit. Holy shit, and make the trebles just subscribe like Twitch Prime. Thank you, sir. Gentleman, scholar. Salute you, Treble. Let's get a drink in the chat raised for Treble. Well, thank you so much, my friend. And thank you, everybody, who joined us for Iron Gods, cast, DMs, players. They're the same things. But maybe we'll watch. Anyone who donated, followed during this, watched it on the YouTube channel. If you're watching on YouTube, hey, hi. Hi, YouTube. And yeah, it's been an absolute blast. I'm so looking forward to next year. We're gonna go and do an hour of Unearthed Arcana or so, because I've got a lot to get through, and then I've just got a shit ton of work to do for the new year. I've got 4 games to prep. I've got 50 character sheets to upload to the website. I've got a website overhaul to do. I've got these 10 overlays to sort up and set up. I'm really excited about doing. Oh, it's just so much work. So we're gonna do a little bit here, and I'm gonna have to cut the stream a little bit early today because my deadline is Saturday night, and I'm like, shit, I've got so much stuff to do. So thank you guys for joining us for Iron Gods. It's been an absolute blast playing this game, and of course, until next time, we'll see these guys on other shows and around, and of course, on their own Twitch channels and their own Twitters and shit like that. So go follow them, go show them some love from us, and we will see you guys soon. Until next time, from the cast of Iron Gods, try not to roll too many nat ones because we want to be here laughing when you do. Farewell, Iron Gods people.